Hello everyone, is this working? Looks like I'm getting mic audio. Looks like we have desktop audio. Yes we do, yes we do. Hello everyone. Good evening. Time for some more late night Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. We have finished Clash, and there's one more task left to do before we truly get into the end game. Yep, it's that famous challenge, the moment of fate. Ike versus the Black Knight. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. 1 man leaves. Don't think I have the best report either. Covered from toe to tip in black armor. He's the villain you've all been talking about. The one you've all been waiting for. The one, the only, the Black Knight. I'd like to report our results of the last battle. Nobody got killed. Everyone performed well. By your leave, if you'll excuse me. So first of all, Lincia and Joffrey get a support. I have something I would ask of you. It's an order and you must obey it. Ilyana and Zahar get their A support. Yes, finally. Definitely cuter than usual. Hungry though, I definitely feel look at your eyes. Don't apologize to me. Zihark. Remember his name. Remember his name, for he will feed you food. His name is Zahark. Making sure that everything's going live, everything's going well. Karen and Reese get their A support. I figure why not. Are you training again, Karen? You have to think about your own safety. I realized Karen that night suffered a massive hemorrhage in training and died cold and alone. Are you alright with that? Please promise me you'll do no more dangerous training. Simple training. Oh, Kieran, no! Okay, Bastion and Volk. Word landed on my shoulder and whispered some very juicy information in my ear. Nor could resist a tasty morsel of gossip. You decided to change an employer. See it yourself. And also get the Khalil support here. Except, isn't she... Why is she hitting on Joffrey when isn't she supposed to be with Largo? I forget how their relationship works. It's weird. Maybe it's strictly professional. Who knows? Titania. Can I speak with you a moment? the Black Knight again. We fought. Not the same boy I was that night. His armor is impervious to damage. Where did you get it? Sword was still there. You just left Ragnell, like, impaled in a log for, if the story is to be believed, like, over a year. And nobody took it. I guess it was in the middle of a field in Gallia, but still. If you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There's sometimes when running away is not the same as losing. Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do. It is time to strip Ike of his ether. Unfortunately, we do need Niall for this fight, and we will need Wrath for this fight. Wait, I had Smite the whole time and I never gave it to anyone? Well, that's unfortunate of me. This more I'm gonna give Roar, and no one else is really that can really shove. And you have that. Yeah, everyone else already has their skills, so it's not like a lot of people that could shove even if I wanted to. I'm gonna give Bastion Smite. That'd be. Oh, he has 10 build. He can shove most anyone. And there's just Corrosion, which I don't think is really that useful of a skill. So, my Ike is level 14. He has 52 hit points, max strength, skill, speed, and defense. With Nihil, he should be fine. If I really cared about maxing him out, I would probably max him out and try to get 58 hit points, just to guarantee. But I think this, where he's at, is fine. As such, I'm going to be dumping my experience into Valencia instead. Oh, I might have... someone coming in a little bit. But yes, I'm going to be dumping some experience into Valencia because, frankly, I don't know if any of my other units really need it, and I want to see what I can do with her, so here we are. I am a little bit upset that I didn't get any of the physics staffs last chapter, which does mean that I'm probably a little bit low on physics compared to where I'd like to be. But yes, if I dump experience into Valencia, then she should be less of a liability to use, which means I will be more likely to use her. I will still definitely be taking very good care of her, because the last thing I want is to deploy her and then send her to the wolves in regards to like putting her in ballistic range or something. I've already lost 2 flyers. I don't want to lose. I've already lost 2 flyers to Ballista last time. I don't want to lose a 3rd out of nowhere. Also, I think if Valencia dies, that's a game over, so I really don't want that to happen. So let's just use bonus experience to top off some of our other characters. Pop out an extra level here and there. One for Zahar, 1 for Astrid. Astrid's finally getting some decent strength. That's good. Now we outfit. Okay, nothing crazy at the shop. Steel Lance, Silver Axe, Stiletto, Fire, Elwind, and Shine. Let's see, you won't need any more swords once you get the Ragnail. Maybe I just need another custom hand axe. You can take a weaker tome of men, and that's fine. You are going to need a physics staff that is not completely broken. Or maybe just both physics staves. And a mend. Miss, you are going to need the recover staff. Let's have maybe another. Yeah, what's your maybe another forged silver lance? Because I think Oscar might need the extra power just to punch through. And that's Zahark has that. Also, if it's a lance, then Tanith can use that as well. Actually, Tanith has A-rank swords, funnily enough. Yep, let's forge you a lance, make it silver, make it as strong as we can. Money is no object. I don't really care about crit. Oh, what are relics in... So I just finished my weapon grind in Realm Reborn at Final Fantasy XIV for the Excalibur and Aegis. So I got that Cortana Atma as a part of that as a sword. But for lances... it's called the Holy Lance. Simple enough. There we go. Everyone else I think has what they need. Yes, Moment of Fate. Do I have any other stat boosters? Statue frags? I guess here's the thing, if I'm giving Bastion Smite, I'm gonna give him a statue frag just because I think it's funny. And that way he can just shove everyone out of his way. Alrighty, and let's go. General Like, please come with me. Leave him to General Ike. Can I talk to you? Promise I'll make time later. Be patient and wait. Elencia is going to bravely sacrifice herself and say that she's dizzy in order to create a gap in time so Ike can talk to Mist. First I couldn't believe it, none of it sounded real. Only one emotion left. Sympathy, I suppose. I really love the music in Path of Radiance. I love the music. I love the story. It's just so good. It's such a good, wonderful game. People can hate on the map design and whatnot all they want. I think the map design's great. I just think some of the game mechanics lend itself to be a little bit slow. I think the biggest problem that Path of Radiance has is simply the fact that durability of units very quickly outstrips offensive capability of units. That, and people who play modern Fire Emblem games are too good at Fire Emblem, and so they don't think it's hard enough. But outside of that, I think Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is a great game. Oh, I believe we are about to have a visitor. Hello, one sec. I can't hear you. Let me adjust my volume, see if that's the issue. Speak again?
Yo.
Okay, I can hear you. I believe then that means that you should be coming in on stream.
Okay.
Alrighty, if you want to introduce yourself a little bit, that would be lovely.
Sure, yeah. So I'm Elet. I make YouTube videos mostly about Fire Emblem. It's been a while since it wasn't about Fire Emblem, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Sorry, hold on. I gotta mute your stream now, because
No worries.
I'm
I
like
can
a little
stream
behind.
Straight to you, I believe, in the chat. Actually, I'm gonna hop down into a private channel just to make sure we don't get interrupted, and then I'm gonna stream to you from there.
Sure, sounds good.
One sec. So you should now be able to chat now?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, and now I stream over to you. So now if you watch the stream through Discord, then you should be able to see what I'm doing. And hopefully my internet bandwidth keeps up.
Hey, you and me both.
Yeah, no worries. So, I first discovered your channel when you were posting in Mecha's Keep about the math of Ike fighting the Black Knight.
Yeah. Oh, Wrath Nile, let's go.
Yep. So, as you know, I talked to you a little bit off stream, I've never done a Wrath Resolve build in Path of Radiance, which apparently means I've never lived before.
Yeah, Wrath Resolve is hilarious. Like, and it's so OP. It's kind of like the boots in Binding Blade, where like you don't have it for very long, but when you do, it's very, very OP and very, very funny. So I'm curious just to see your reaction when you finally like Wrath Resolve Berserk Ashnard in a single turn.
Yeah, I've seen Wrath Resolve be used, but I've never actually done it myself, so we'll see how this goes. So anyway, this is my Ike, a little bit low on hit points, but that's just because he's underleveled, I think. Other than that, he managed to cap strength, skill, speed, and defense. Probably in part thanks to the, I think, 2 energy drops and 2 Draco shields I gave him.
Yeah.
Probably helped. I was really, really worried about this Ike before his promotion, and then after his promotion, it's just like, suddenly he's really good now.
Yeah, because I saw, like, I think when you were in Daybreaks, you were like, oh, his strength is so bad, but I was like, no, he's not too bad, actually. So you gave him 1 energy drop, you said?
I gave him at least 1, if not both of them.
Okay.
One sec, let me figure out my buttons again. So behind the door is the boss. Let me. I was using a controller for most of this run, and then my controller's A button stopped working right before I was going to recruit Rayson, and so I couldn't press A to recruit him, and so I had to quickly set up a keyboard setup so I was able to, do that.
Yeah, no, I low key, I think Fire Emblem is better on keyboard. For some reason, I've just gotten used to it. It's so smooth for me.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, looks like that longbow has a chest key. I was just... Okay, we have a door key. Let's talk about how door keys are fun, but not necessarily super useful. Because you can smash doors in this game.
Yeah.
And then I was really upset, because Path of Radiance was the very first Fire Emblem I ever played, and I was really weirded out by the fact that, you know, I went then to Sacred Stones. First of all, I told the story all the time. I lost Vanessa, because in Path of Radiance, archers can't shoot through walls. I didn't realize that wasn't the case in Sacred Stone, so I lost her on Chapter 3. Bandits of Borgo. Okay, so we have this thief that has the double bow, but no one can use it, because...
4-range bow, why?
Actually, hold on. Is it locked to, snipers as well? Okay, she doesn't even have S-rank bows, doesn't even matter.
I think she can use it, but...
But why? I mean,
but why?
I'm sure there's a place that you could find a use for a 4-range bow. It's a fun niche.
Yeah. What's the might on it? I
Oh, the might on that double bow is 7.
Oh, dude, come on.
I mean, here's the thing. Every freaking sniper in... Like, every sniper in the last, like, 12 maps has had a longbow. Because they just really didn't want the snipers to be able to be countered by 1-2 range. But longbow has 5 might, so at least the double bow has that over it.
Yeah, doesn't the Rolf's bow have 7 might?
I think it does, but I can't check because Rolf died with it.
Rolf is dead. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you look at my death counter, I guess you can't see it from where you're looking at. I had a pretty rough last stream. Yeah. Har got hit by 2 ballistas, and then Janov got crit by an iron ballista the next chapter.
Ooh.
So I'm debating using Alencia, but I also don't want to lose her to a ballista.
Yeah, no, because Alencia's also a game over condition, so...
Yeah, so I just dumped all my bonus experience into her, only to probably not end up using her.
She's kind of fun. I wish she joined slightly earlier. That would have been nice, but...
Yeah, I've been using Bastion because it's kind of funny.
Bastion is very funny, I will give you that.
Yeah, I love Bastion. He speaks in iambic pentameter, so whoever did the translation, perfect.
Yeah, no, he's entertaining. Like, I always loved the one scene, I think it's an info conversation, where Bastion's just going off, talking to Ike about how great he is and how, you know, he's so happy Alencia found him.
And Ike falls asleep.
And Ike falls asleep. He's like, oh, wait, you're still going? Oh, my bad.
Yeah. So, I had those 2 statue frags that don't do anything because build sucks in this game. So I gave Bastion one of them, and I gave him Smite.
Okay.
Just because I wasn't using Smite, and while I was using Morim, I gave him Roar, which I also haven't used at all. So,
yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not using this. Bastion's the only person who even has room for his skills. Might as well.
That's funny.
Yeah, meanwhile, I've been using Ileana. I gave her Vantage, but then I never took Shade off of her, because she's still too fragile and enemies are too strong to get one-shot.
Yeah. I actually used Ileana in my last run, and I think I gave her...
She's better than people give her credit for.
She is. Like, people
she's
act
just
like
worse than Soren, which is the problem, but she's not that much worse than Soren.
Yeah, like the gap between her and Soren is not as big as a lot of people will say, or will tell you. But
no. Biggest gap is favoritism, and I think Soren has better support partners.
Yeah, that's the thing. Soren has better supports, mainly just Ike. You know, I think he has like a Stefan support or something.
Everyone wants to support with Ike, though.
Yeah.
Support is just too good.
Yeah.
1 sec. Let me just make sure that I'm getting all the items that I care about on units that I'm actually using today.
Sure, yeah.
But yeah, you can go off of... before you joined in, all I was doing was basically just singing Path of Radiance's praises. Because it's like... I'm not going to say it's a perfect game. I will say that there are some elements... Like, the 2 things that I have complaints about for Path of Radiance, primarily. The big one is that unit defense, unit bulk, is way higher than unit offense, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but just kind of is.
Are you talking more enemy units?
All units, but
units
primarily enemy units.
Okay. No, I definitely agree. I wish they were more threatening rather than just spongy.
Yeah, the problem gets massively magnified if you're playing on like Maniac mode, which why would you?
Don't do it. Like seriously, if you've never done Maniac, don't do it.
Yeah, I watched someone do like parts of a Maniac playthrough. They shared maniacmode.png, and that kind of was about it.
Ooh, yeah, no, I think I told you this, but I got to Clash on Maniac mode and I quit.
Yeah, yes, I do not blame you, because Clash in hard is like, okay, you'll get like 2 or 3 reinforcements a turn. Maniac mode is like, yeah, you'll get like 8 or 9 a turn. And yeah, they also spawn like every 2 turns instead of like every 4.
Oh, dude, Clash, I already hate Clash like
Why do we still have unpromoted armor knights? It's chapter 27. It's 2 chapters from the end game, and these 2 idiots also have lower stats than most other armor knights have in the game.
Yeah, check the promoted one. Yep, that's
How
an
does
FE9
he have
moment.
Less defense?
Less defense. He does have more strength, to be fair, but less defense.
Oh, man. This game. Like, I will say, enemy swordmasters can be threatening sometimes. Enemy Lagoos can be threatening sometimes, the feral ones.
Yeah, I actually will give you that. Like, the feral one, Tigers, like, they actually have high hit rates, unlike most other things.
Yeah,
so.
19 skill, Claw has base 90 hit,
yeah.
19 speed as well, 22 defense, and 48 bulk. Yeah, these things suck to fight.
Yeah. And then, 2 to remember on this map. I don't know if it's both of them, but I know the Swordmaster on the right side, I think he has like a brave sword or something, so just don't throw like Bastion in there.
Yeah, no, Bastion, yeah, let me double check on that, but yeah, also training weapon rank on mages is just impossible.
Oh, it's pain, yeah.
It's so bad. So yeah, that's my first problem with it. Is just enemy bulk. Yeah, there's the Brave Sword.
Yeah, okay.
And then my second issue with Path of Radiance, if you could really call it one, is just that it's, in general, too easy for people familiar with modern Fire Emblem difficulties. I don't think that's inherently a problem, let's be real, let's be honest here. But I do think that a lot of people will come in, find it too easy, and then kind of get bored and fun fall off.
Yeah. Well, I actually was thinking about this today, where, like, I look at a game like Binding Blade, like, if you like Binding Blade, of course, it's fun in the beginning because, you know, it's Fire Emblem, it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
At, like, the intermediate stage, when you start to really understand what's good, like, you understand Swordmaster crit bonus is crazy, killer weapons are crazy, Warp Staff is crazy, it's fun. And then from there, when you get to like the high level,
yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Volk fighting, nice.
I'm not gonna make him fight, but I just wanted to see like if he would survive the cat or like randomly get doubled because my Volk got more strength than speed for most of his life.
That's fair. But like, so like when you go to like each tier in a game like Binding Blade, it's fun all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the more advanced you get, like, if you dig deeper, like, the fun is there for you and the strategy and everything. FE9, I feel like, is best enjoyed on the top and the bottom, not necessarily in the middle, if that makes sense.
No, yeah.
Like, if you're playing this game, like, super casual, or if it's your first game, I think most people generally like it. And then, when you get to, like, oh, I've played 4 Fire Emblems, Path of Radiance is now, like, too easy for me. But then at the same time, if you're someone like me that has played this game, frankly, too much, you really start to appreciate like the small mechanics that are kind of just in Tellius. You know, things like shove chains. You really get into like one turning maps with shove chains and Marcia. So it's like that's where like it comes back around. But it's very easy to like once you get some experience, just say, "Oh, this game is too easy. This game is kind of boring. This game is too slow." That kind of stuff. So, and I get it too. As much as I love the game, I do get it.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I'm not going to say the game's perfect, but I'm also not going to sit here and just, like, talk bad about it when it's like, it really doesn't deserve hate. Not that I think it gets a lot of hate, but it's just a fun game, you know?
Yeah, no, it has a special place for me, of course.
Yeah, yeah. I'm debating what to do with my mages right now. Why did I bring Rayson? What's he gonna do right now? I mean, you always bring Rayson, and then you have to stop and figure out, okay, why did I bring Rayson now?
Yeah. Oh, Oscar won Magic Short. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and that's with his Ike support. Who else is he supporting? Oh, probably Karen. Oh, that's a kill.
Ooh.
I gave Astrid parody because I didn't know who else to give it on. And then I later thought, hold on. Isn't parody basically just a poor man's Nihil?
Yeah, parody's bad.
So, like, I could... But parody also only costs 5. So if I really wanted to, I could have given Ike parody, just cancel out his own ether, and then taken it off of him to keep ether without having to use this like a second occult scroll or something.
Yeah, no, well, in this game, like, it's hilarious to me that parody only costs 5, because it doesn't matter what you do for the rest of the skill capacity, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's funny to me, like, in a way. But at least in Radiant Dawn, it's like, it kind of has a niche, because you can choose when to activate it. Like,
yeah, it's not just always active at all times.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Yeah,
hello,
funny.
Raul, welcome to chat. This is Ela. He does other Fire Emblem content. I like the stuff he does, and I decided to invite him to join me for the Black Knight fight.
Hello, hello.
Shove is technically in Fates. I wouldn't really call what Fates has true shove, you know?
Here, hold on. I'm gonna pull up your stream again just to look at chat. That would have been a smart idea, huh?
Probably. Yeah, and maybe you can just like mute it or something instead of having to keep up everything.
Yeah, and like Shove came back in Three Houses too. You know what I mean? But like,
Didn't you have to like
feel
master
like it matters most here.
fighter to use shove or something though?
It was something like that.
Yeah, because I think soldier gave you reposition, fighter gave you shove, Myrmidon gave you
Was mercenary swap? Which one was swap?
Yeah, I think it was mercenary was swap and then mage was drag back. Oh yes, link to his channel. Let me do that. I should probably have that in the description now if I can edit that. Hey, it's a Path of Radiance enemy phase. I have some time for it.
Yeah, you got time.
Yeah, there you go. There's a link. If you would be so kind as to give him a like, sub to his channel, that would be great. He's been so kind as to come over here, and I mean, frankly, it was his video that made me want to replay Path of Radiance in the first place. So
yeah, I appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, definitely. I've been doing a massive blitz of content on my channel, and I've been very surprised that it's been working.
Yeah, no, I've been noticing. You've been making a lot of videos. Meanwhile, I just put out my first video of the year today.
Yeah, it's only a week into the year. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching it on a little bit faster than base speed just to get through it before the stream.
Yeah, no, it's a long video.
Hey, 3C has a lot to talk about with its maps.
Yeah, no, I think... I mean, plus, it's just, like, 30 maps or whatever.
Was that just a regular crit? I don't think there was any special effect, so... Don't think it was his first lethality. I gave him lethality as soon as I could, and he's literally never procced it once.
Oh yeah, lethality's funny. I remember like way back in the day. I'm talking like 10 years ago or something now. I remember reading online somewhere that like, oh, you gotta give Volk lethality. It's so good. Sometimes he'll just kill people in one hit. But then when I found out the proc rate, I was like, wait, really? It's like half his crit or something? It's like just terrible.
Oh, is it the classic silencer proc rate?
I'm pretty sure it is. I could be wrong.
Oof.
But it's not good. It's not
No,
good.
that is not really viable. Well, killer bow moment. Can I get a second crit? Nope. Yeah, we tried. Oh, wait a second. Does that have a bolting or something? Yes, he does. Does this guy move? I guess if he could
He
move,
does.
he probably would have.
He will move, actually.
Oh yeah, and Ike doesn't have provoke anymore, so... yeah, I gave Ike provoke ether for leveling him up once he promoted, which honestly went pretty well overall. But yeah,
Okay, yeah.
without provoke, I can't necessarily justify Rayson being safe. Actually, what's his res? Maybe he is fine. 22 res. He's against 28 attack. Yeah, Rayson's actually fine.
Yeah, no, he's good. But yeah, I just double checked for lethality. In FE9, it's crit rate divided by 2 as a percent. So, you know, standard stuff. But then in Radiant Dawn, it's skill divided by 2.
Okay, so Radiant Dawn changed to skill divided by 2, and then I know that Awakening was really afraid... Oh yeah, sorry, not in Fates, in Three Houses we were talking about, all that fighters get shoved. And then... yeah, Radiant Dawn, it was skill divided by 2, and then they got really afraid of it in Awakening and made it skill divided by 4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a funny skill, but I don't know.
FE8, assassins have access to Shamshears. Oh yeah, because... well, only... if I remember right, that's only if you use Joshua or Marisa as an assassin. I don't think that Colm as an assassin gets Shamshears, because he doesn't have, like, the base tag of being a... like, of being a Myrmidon-type unit or something. It's weird. Mist has actually been doing about equal amounts healing and combat since I got the Sonic Sword.
Yeah, it's looking good.
I tried to level up her sword rank naturally. It did not work, and so I just gave her both the arm scrolls.
Oh no, I usually do that too. I plan around like at least 1 arm scroll, but probably 2, if I'm like making sure she's super trained for this
I
chapter.
think Zahart can 1 round, but my paladins can't, because my paladins have been a little bit low on strength, surprisingly. Maybe not surprisingly. But Zahart's been, like, great.
Oh wow, dude.
Yeah, no,
He's
this is
looking
like the best.
Stefan too.
Yeah, no, seriously. Like, I think he actually still has lower skill than Stefan's base. I think Stefan comes with max skill, or 27 skill.
Yeah.
But everything else outside of resistance, he's actually higher than Stefan in, which is surprising.
Wow.
I know, right? Okay, can you hit? Yes, you can. Should I be worried about that Swordmaster? Yeah, probably not.
I don't think he has anything
Yeah,
particularly scary.
Not against a 19 defense Kieran, I think, with the Night Ward still. Should I be worried about the bolting Sage? Maybe that's what I should be worried about.
Oh, Silver
Sword,
oh, okay.
27. 22 speeds. Okay, he doesn't double. Good.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Did you give Mist the Rune Sword as well, or just the Sonic Sword?
I don't have A rank yet, so I couldn't give him the Rune Sword.
Okay.
But that would have been a good idea.
Yeah, I have tried that as well. The thing with that is there's a noticeable speed difference when she equips the Rune Sword.
It weighs like
generally.
19 or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, my Mist has
heavy.
really good strength, but not that good.
Yeah.
So what, 14? Yeah.
Not bad, Mist. Because like, even for late game enemies, like the reinforcements that come in during the Black Knight fight are weaker than normal. I think they have around like 16 speed or something. Like they're not that scary. If you have an untrained Mist, anything is scary, but like if you train her at all, generally they're not actually that bad.
Okay,
So I
how
think
badly
you'll
does
be
this
fine
go?
even
Yeah,
that
this is fine.
on that front.
And then the thieves don't attack, and if they do, I think I vantage kill them. Actually, doesn't even matter. Dodge the tomahawk.
Ilyana Gaming.
Eliana Gaming. Hashtag good. I should have used Tornado, then I would have actually one-rounded the Armor Knight. But Elfire just didn't. Colm does get Shamshoot as an assassin. It's class lock, not character lock. And Erica gets them. Yeah, Erica does get them, but Erica is a unit, man. Using Erica, like, unironically.
Unironically? She does get a horse, though.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then, like, only, what, 7 movement?
Yeah.
There we go. Jill just one-shots everything. Totally not just because I have, you know, she has max strength and a max forged silver lance.
Nice.
Yeah, I gave her the boots, too, because, well, I didn't have Marcia, so...
Oh, yeah, you got to do your flyer carry.
Yeah. It's so interesting how much the game transforms when you do versus when you don't have just certain blatantly overpowered things.
Yeah.
Like you were saying with Path of Radiance, it's like, yeah, first time playing through, you're gonna experiment, you're gonna mess around, you're probably gonna get wiped occasionally, because there are some tricks on in this game that if you don't really know them, you might be surprised by what happens. You don't have a Laguz card, do you? Okay, no. Maybe opening this door was a mistake.
I'm sure Ike will be fine.
Ike's gonna be fine. I'm more so just like, okay, I thought I was gonna be able to run in and rush down the bolting stage, and turns out I probably won't be able to do that.
Yeah, what's
Maybe
Astrid's
I should just leave one of the thieves alive in order to get them to open the door for me. Defense is 20.
20. Oh, wow. Okay, nice.
Yeah, my Astrid got blessed in defense and cursed in strength.
Yeah,
but she's
I see. No, yeah, the strength is a little low. Like, she, on average, I think, almost caps. She might be, like, 1 point off of capping.
Okay, yeah, 32, 33, and her HP is a little low, too, so...
Yeah, I would... Oh, okay.
That's all right.
I was gonna say, maybe you want to kill both thieves? The only reason I say that is because I don't know if you remember or not, but both
I don't
sides,
remember what's
behind
in the door.
Behind the door, there are long-range tomes. It can be kind of annoying.
Well,
up to
Smite
you.
Gaming.
Smite Gaming, let's go.
Oh, Smite Gaming, let's go. 1 round with fire. Well, 1 shot with fire.
Get him.
Good job, Thief. Only mounted unit ever to have Shamshir / Wodao access. That is correct. Also, it still doesn't make her a good unit.
Rip.
Yeah,
Rip
because
Erica fans, it's me.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's like Shamshir Wodao. You know, I have my weapon discussion video about it. You have this legendary sword. It has 5 more crit and 1 less might than a standard killing edge. It's like, okay, what's the purpose of this? Is Kieran gonna die if I move him forward into bolting range? Maybe. 10 res. Bolting has a lot of attack power.
Was Kieran the one you gave Adept?
Yeah, so both Kieran and Zahark have the same build, Adept Gamble.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Zahark's actually used it pretty well because he gets 100% crit chance with the killing edge, and then just has to, like, coin flip on if he hits or not.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun using a one-hit killing edge to be able to just guarantee that kill and with it. Well, that didn't go so well.
Yeah, Gamble's definitely funny.
Gamble's definitely bad.
It's definitely funny.
We don't have to
Yeah.
mix words here. Gamble's definitely bad.
Yeah, it's shit. It's a bad skill.
It's definitely funny though.
It goes for Astra. Okay.
He deals the most damage to her because her resistance actually was surprisingly low.
Strength.
Nope,
Yes.
there we are. I seem to have a curse. It mostly happens to my lords, but other units tend to pick it up as well, where they get really bad level ups to start with, and then get like really good level ups later on to balance them out. Like, if you're watching my FE7 Lords Only playthrough right now that I'm putting out shorts for, Eliwood starts out terrible, which is nothing new, but he doesn't really get that much better. And then once I promote him, he just starts getting like every single stat on every level up, and it's just like obscene how much he
Yeah.
goes from worthless to carries the entire game by himself.
Yeah. No, and I agree. Erica, I mean, she is better than Roy. Roy is secretly my boy, but she is better than Roy. I would say she's better than Ellie Wood too. She doesn't deserve quite as much hate as she gets, but she's not good either.
Yeah. Yeah, I also am just... I'm the guy that I kind of hate on Erica for a lot of reasons. Not a lot of reasons, like, I don't hate her, like, character-wise or anything. A little bit of a nothing character, not bad. I mostly just am like... That's actually probably dangerous for Racing to be there, isn't it? No, he's out of range, so as long as I kill the feral one, he's fine.
Yeah. Were you gonna dance for Ike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, he's weakened. Oh, okay. 76 hit? Ooh.
Only 70... Is your biorhythm bad or something?
Yes.
How much does biorhythm actually affect in this game? Because
Honestly,
my Jill went from
time...
100% hit to like 60%. And I was like, does the boss have Daunt or something? What's going on?
Yeah. No, honestly, maybe it's just me. I half the time forget biorhythm is in FE9, but FE10 I like always look at it.
Same. FE10
For
also
some
made it
reason.
different because it was... FE10 made it more notable because every unit had their different biorhythm track. You had like the
Yeah.
slow, medium, and like super spiky tracks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway. Erica... I don't like hate Erica for existing. I do think that she gets the worst maps, kind of just gets overshadowed by everyone else, particularly Ephraim, and just ends up not really being super enjoyable to use most of the time.
That's
for me,
fair.
at least.
I think I've only played Erica's route one time, which was like my first run of the game, and I remember enjoying her route like for story reasons, like especially when you compare it to Ephraim's. Like the contrast with Leon, I think is very interesting.
Yeah, the very first time I
But-
played the game, I did Ephraim route, and I was very confused at the very end why Joshua became ruler of Johanna, and I'm like, hold on,
Like, wait a minute, I
that
missed
came out of
something.
nowhere. Yeah.
Did I miss that filler episode? But yeah, like
Okay, what's behind this door number 1? Another bolting. Oh shoot. I forgot about that. Okay. Also, generals with actual defense stats.
Nice, impressive.
And that opens the back door as well.
Mm-hmm.
Shine, shine.
Yeah, that's the sleep
Sleep.
bishop on the left too. The right one is silence. We don't care, but sleep, keep it in mind. I guess.
Okay, so in other words, I shouldn't have opened this door. That's my mistake.
Actually, I'm the opposite way. I think you should have opened this door. 'Cause it's kind of the scarier one, if that makes sense. Like the other one is just a bunch of lagoons.
Ah, 'cause the other
you can just
one
park one
is-
person.
Meteor. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, Lagoos. I guess... the door's still closed, but Jill's right here, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how do I take on all of these guys? Because Oscar doesn't necessarily have that great of defense. I know just spent a lot of time talking down on... That's another thing, though. It's like, I don't know how this happens, but like,
Oh my
Oscar doesn't even have
gosh,
any
Oscar.
supports. He's just not gonna get hit by anything. Also, yeah, his strength... I don't know when it happened, but he just kind of stopped gaining strength as a paladin.
My boy Oscar's struggling.
Yeah, I'm not gonna send in Zahark. The weapon triangle actually does matter here. Yeah, good old 4 damage over here. Why does this guy have so much less defense than everyone else?
Yeah, 5 less. What the? Okay.
Okay, yeah. Level 10, level 9,
Right.
level 3. This guy, you know, first day on the job, I guess.
He's the newbie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just gonna sit Oscar here in the door.
Oh, the double force. That's pain.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it though, because Resolve is on that side as well.
Deep Hurting started another FE7 playthrough. Elliowood's been surprisingly good. Can't wait for him to fall off later /S. Well, Elliowood mode or Hector mode, that's the thing, because if you're playing Hector mode, Elliowood is so much better. Because you can promote him in Chapter 26. Because if you're playing Elliowood mode, you don't promote him until right before victory or death, and then it's like, well, what's your point?
Yeah.
It's that weird thing that game does of like, yeah, basically it's whoever has the latest Lord promotion is by default the worst.
And Oscar with the defense level up, nice man.
Yeah, Oscar's been bulky, like, as like a level like 14 or 15 Cavalier, he got and started to exceed the bulk that Titania had. So for me,
Yeah.
Oscar's just been super bulky.
Yeah, even at base, like, sometimes I forget how bulky he is. Like, 8 defense in Chapter 1 is, like, kind of impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not gonna die in Chapter 2 like Boyd.
Yeah, Oscar would never.
Oh, yeah, Boyd got strength, skill, speed as a level up. Just enough to double and 1 round all the fighters, and then he got killed by them. It was very sad. Oh, nice.
Big
It's turn
bird
5.
time.
Big bird time. 27 res, let's go.
Nice.
Also, I always forget about Blessing, but that's such a good ability. Especially when he's transformed 19 magic.
Yeah, it's nice. I do forget about it too. I can't even lie.
Okay, can I do anything useful? Not really. I could probably break the door with one of these, but then what am I gonna do? Okay, where am I gonna dance? Or, excuse me, sing.
Does Mist have Restore?
I did not give her a restore
Astra
staff. Did anyone get put to sleep?
No, not yet. So he actually, that bishop rolled low on magic. Normally he has 8 range, but right now he has 7, which is kind of nice for you.
Okay. So he has 7 range, so...
He does not move either.
So if I go up into melee against that archer, then I will probably get put to sleep. Yeah, that was 7 range there. Unless... I know the Path of Radiance does the weird thing where going through walls counts as extra range sometimes.
Yeah, I know...
They do that in order to prevent archers from shooting through walls, but does it work with staff range as well?
Yeah, so like on Chapter 21, you know, like the big center room where Anna is, and there's like the sleep bishop in there.
Yeah.
Over those walls, it's an extra tile. So like instead of 1, it's 2. I don't know how like these walls are in particular, if they're different with like the columns and stuff. I always second guess it.
Yeah, because Radiant Dawn changed it so that way if it's a solid wall, you can't shoot through it, but if it's a columned wall, you can. I don't remember if Path of Radiance changed it as well.
True Chads promote Lyn first. I agree. I agree.
Oh, okay, good adept, good adept. Good job, Kieran. You've earned your cookie. and that chest key, apparently.
Yeah, now, what, kill the mage?
That's probably the mage, yeah.
Yeah.
And like, okay, if I give him that, he'll kill these guys, but he won't counter them because they'll just move to 2 range.
Mm-hmm.
So we can just kill the mage with an iron blade then.
And then, if
Just
you kill the
crit, 'cause
mage
why not?
at 1 range, Oscar should be out of range of the bishop. Like if you kill him from like the left. Yeah.
7. Yeah. I can just Kanto.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, just 1 away from one-shotting.
Oscar, please.
Oscar, please. Why do you have 19 strength?
What if he leveled strength last level? Man.
Yeah, I know. Then I'd be able to use a forge instead of a brave weapon. Yeah,
Oscar,
I didn't bring... I have the Ashura staff. I didn't use it at all in Clash, so I'm not sure when else I'm going to use it, so... Just saying.
Yeah, that staff is like kind of overkill for this game. I never feel like I need it.
It's incredibly overkill. It's wonderful. I love having massive overkill stuff and then never using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't do Hector mode until you've beaten Eliwood mode once. Yes, that is true. You also can't do a hard mode until you've beaten the normal mode of that mode.
I hate that so much about FE7.
Yeah. Also, FE6's problem. You can't do hard mode until you've beaten normal mode.
Yeah.
Which, funny story, when I did FE6 0 base stats, the ROM that I had didn't have hard mode unlocked, and so I had to do off-stream normal mode with 0 base stats just to unlock hard mode so I could do hard mode with 0 base stats.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's nice when you download some sort of hacked version and you don't have to do that. Like when I did reverse recruitment of FE6.
Oh yeah, they have
to just go straight to hard.
Yeah.
Thank God too.
Yeah, or at least download it with someone else's save state in it still. So you can do hard. Yeah. Yeah. So technically, I played FE6 with 0 bases twice. I didn't really enjoy either time of it, and that's probably why. And that's probably why. You know, it took me a while to warm back up to FE6 because I'm just like, I'm so used to everyone being terrible. Which is, to be honest, kind of how they are anyway.
Yeah, sort of.
Sort of.
Some more than others.
Okay, so I can move him here and it'll be fine. I guess I'll knock on the door.
Yeah, just knock. We're not coming in yet. We're not rude.
I mean, that's the thing, Raoul. I wasn't the one making the hack. Do you think I have that level of coding skills? I wasn't the one making the hack. Someone on Reddit made the trilogy of all GBA games with 0 base stats. I'm just the idiot that played through it on YouTube for views and clout like 3 years ago. Is Oscar in trouble?
Nah, he's fine. Look at him go. That's our boy. Do it for Rolf and Boyd.
Yeah, Oscar is now an only child. Is what I said on chapter 10 when Rolf died.
Yeah, that's so sad, like, being the older brother, too.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm sure he feels responsible, you know?
It was like, if only I could have, I don't know, been one where... If only my commander would have set us up in a better block and have not completely forgotten that Rolf was able to be hit by both of the Cavaliers because Kanto exists.
Good old Super Kanto.
That is one thing I think that Path of Radiance, but especially Radiant Dawn, that makes it a lot harder, a lot more challenging, is group Cavaliers, group Paladins are so much more threatening because of that Super Kanto, and the enemy AI knows how to use it.
Yeah, well, and that's part of the many things that sort of compound and clash that makes it so unfun. Like, there's all these little things in Clash that are, like, kind of good from the enemy side, and it's just, like, all at once. It's like they're bulky. Like a lot of them can't be two-shot by most units, and they have super Kanto, and a lot of them have like 1 to 2 range. And it's just like, oh, dude, please stop. Stop the pain.
Seriously. Hey, chest key. Okay, Jill should be fine. I mean, if I feel bad at all, I can just, you know, Asher a staff and everything will be fine.
I thought you were gonna kill the tiger.
Didn't have enough move.
No, the one by Ilyana, I meant.
I didn't see it.
Oh no.
She's fine.
Does he double Bastion? Does he? Oh, 18 speed? Oh, no.
Yeah, he doesn't get slowed down. Unless,
okay,
unless tomes have that weird effect of not being... Unless tomes have that weird effect of not being affected by strength, which I don't... I think they are.
Yeah, no. Like Thracia tomes?
Yeah. Okay, can you actually crunch through? Here we are. It's fine, deep hurting. Everything's fine. Bastion is never once been in danger of death. You know, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, this is what happens if I press gamble. I would do it if it was actually meaningful, but I have a forge that mathematically one-shots.
Yeah.
And I have too many worries right now about, hey, there's S rank, now I can use the big Cuddy.
Yeah, like I said before, gamble is funny. That's about it, though.
Yeah. Might not be good, but it is fun.
It is funny.
Who's blocking this? It's just another general? Steel Blade? Nice. Yeah, let's do this. I think I am going to Astro Staff this turn just because... I mean...
Yeah, you have a lot of injured guys. Wouldn't actually be bad.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get like a Fortify in one of these chests or something, though.
There's a Physic, I believe.
Okay, I already got the Physic. So...
You got the Physic? Okay, yeah.
I mean, I also could just steal a Physic off of him, but... I mean... Volk's down here.
Yeah.
Okay, break. Just finally use that Javelin that you've never used because you've never had enough strength to do anything useful with it.
Is Oscar in sleep range? I might have counted
yes.
wrong. He is? Okay.
Maybe I should kill that bishop then. But then I just placed Astrid here. Yeah, she's fine. She has 20 defense.
I think she'll be fine. The sniper doesn't move in the center there either.
Why not?
I don't know. He really should, but he doesn't.
It's like I can see, you know, bishops not moving. I can see sages not moving. I can see if there was a ballista, him not moving.
Yeah, no, he's just chilling.
Oh, he doesn't have Tempest and Radiant Dawn? Yeah, because he sold it. Yeah. Hey, it's another occult scroll. Oh, yeah, isn't like the... It's like in this corner or something is like where the... words... Scroll. Resolve scroll.
Oh no, resolve is left side, the center chest.
Left side center chest. Okay, there are so many chests in the back part only of this map. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Also, hey, Astro Staff is just a free level up.
It is.
Nice.
Dude, Mist had to cap out before Ike. Let's go.
Yeah, Mist is gonna cap out before anyone, even Jill. I guess Jill's close. But yeah, I love in Path of Radiance that staff experience is not reduced by being promoted. It's just hard-coded as 11 for heal, 12 for mend, 22 for physic.
Yeah.
It's not like
it
GBA where
nice.
you get half as much if you're promoted. Hey, plus defense on Racing.
Bulky Racing?
Yeah, we're almost at that time where we get to just kind of, sit and wait for a little bit while Ike, while Volk and all the chest keys grab the rest of the loot on the map. Can you seriously not do anything that outside of just with your bows? Because they didn't give you any good lances because you have no good lance rank?
Risk the 13% crit?
Yeah, 13% Brave Bow crit? Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do it.
What's the worst that could happen? I was about to say, what's the worst that could happen? She gets double Brave Bow crit, left at 8 HP, and dies.
Rip. Strength.
Nope,
Damn it.
magic.
That's the wrong strength.
Yeah,
Ashley.
all those magical bows in Path of Radiance.
Yeah. Well, do you know about the secret magic bow?
Oh, did they actually have like a magic bow that's in the code but didn't get used?
Yeah. No. So I heard there was supposed to be a magic bow, and it was supposed to be like light magic.
Okay, it's like the shining bow, but
yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Because like. It's kind of cool because like the other magical weapons are all like in a triangle, Like,
yeah, they're in the triangle
sword,
that
axe,
matches
lance.
their weapon triangle. So.
Yeah, and then it's kind of cool that the bow is like the neutral one, but they never used it for some reason.
I mean, there's a lot of weapons that were in the code for Path of Radiant. Oh, look at that one-off of lethal crit.
Nice.
There were a lot of weapons that were in the code for Path of Radiance, but never ended up getting used. Okay, let's see if Bastion survives. He's fine.
Nice.
Never had any doubts. Yeah, look at that nice double effective plus
Yeah,
6,
dude,
6 might fire.
Magic makes me sad, Intellius.
Wait a second, are you 1 damage off? Can you use Elfire?
Yeah, I think she had D rank, right? Yeah. Oh, perfect. Beautiful.
Oh.
Good unit.
Yeah, Berserk Staff is unused. There's no Berserk. There's a Devil Axe that's in the code that got unused.
Oh, that's right, the Devil Axe, yeah. I don't really mind. I don't like devil weapons. They make me uncomfortable.
That's fair. That is understandable. I'll just do that. Maybe I'll get a crit. Maybe I won't. Probably won't, but don't know until we try. And time to just kind of rescue chain Volk around, because, what else am I going to do?
Yeah, no, you killed everybody.
Yeah, the Enna chapter, I just, effectively clear that in like 5 turns, and it's like, okay, well, what do I do now? Let's just set up a big, long rescue chain for Volk, so he can go open 2 chests across the map in 1 turn. Yeah, that seems fun.
Yeah, they're all so far apart in that one. And the thing is, like, the one in the top left of chapter 21, like, the stuff in there isn't even good. It's like a corrosion scroll and like a Bolganone or something.
Yeah, that's. Oh, nice.
Oh, Kieran.
Nice. You're not even capped in anything. Why are you getting 0 stats?
Kieran better than Ike? I don't know, man.
I guess
Not
he is
after
capped
that.
in skill. I think I gave him like a secret book or something. Because I wanted to try out, because I wanted to play with gamble shenanigans.
Ike is still better than Kieran, guys.
Yeah, Reaver weapons are definitely fun. Especially in a game where weapon triangle matters. Because when you both reverse and double the triangle, it... Oh, can you imagine Reaver weapons in Genealogy? Oof.
Oh, jeez. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
because that game doesn't need any more... That game doesn't need any more reason to be just completely broke. This is like the last chapter with chests, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Laguzax. Oh, hey, look, I can shove Volk. And I think the other chest keys were down here, which unfortunately means I need like a third person to trade between so I can open all the chests on one turn. So that one has...
There it is.
There's Resolve.
Woo.
Okay.
The good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the other chest, yeah. Lagoo's Axe, I guess is useful for 28. Bolganone. Who really cares?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than Tornado, I guess.
Yeah,
I guess.
it just... I don't know. So many things in this game, there's like... It technically works, but also why?
Yeah. Exactly,
What
why?
is your oh, because you have a Night Ward.
Mm-hmm.
And 22 defense.
And Miracle.
And...
Don't forget Miracle.
Oh, and Miracle? Oh, so
Yep.
he does. And he actually has luck, yes. And a Brave Lance. And a Spear. What doesn't this guy have? What the heck? I'll tell you what he doesn't have. He doesn't have a chance against Ike. I mean, I will say, at least he doesn't have, like, throne bonuses or anything, because... Like, do Thrones and Gates even exist in Path of Radiance? I don't know. They're pretty much all targets, which just have 0. The best defense you get, actually, I think, are just literally the hedges.
Yeah, I think that's it. Just, like, the one defense.
Yeah, 1 defense, 10 avoid, because that's the thickets. Oh, there's Fortify. Yeah, that's thickets, heal hedges, and then those weird trail tiles on the mountain with the rocks that slow cavalry, but no one else. And a regular spear. You get so many normal spears in this game, it's actually kind of crazy.
Yeah. Not bad. Not bad, Kieran.
I think I might be able to seize this, this turn if... Yeah, Oscar's got it. I just wanted to check to see if the Flame Lance would do anything better. It didn't.
In before Miracle.
Nope.
Okay, nah. That fool's dead.
I mean, here's the thing. Miracle's so bad in this, Miracle's so bad in this version of the game because reduce any lethal blow to half damage. If that lethal blow is still doing over double what you have left, you still die, even if Miracle procs.
Well, actually, that's like kind of a... I don't know if I call it a mistranslation, but so what it does is if you have like 5 health and the enemy's doing 100 damage to you and you proc Miracle, you'll end up with 3 health. So it halves your current HP, actually.
Really?
It's not actually like
I remember, maybe it was Radiant Dawn, but I remember getting Mist hit, and she had Miracle, and she procced Miracle, and she still died because the hit was doing 20 damage and she had like 10 HP. I don't necessarily know for sure.
It might be slightly different, Radiant Dawn. Let me look.
Yeah. And then Awakening gave us the good old version that we know today that no one should ever rely on, but is mostly just used to be annoying for bosses.
Okay, so there is one difference. So I was right. In Path of Radiance, it halves your current HP. If you're already at 1 HP, the attack just does no damage.
Oh.
In FE10, it's the same thing, but if they're at 1 HP, instead of taking the hit and taking no damage, they automatically dodge the attack. It's
okay,
like
so
Avel and Thracia or something.
if Miracle procs, it just forces a success. Like it forces a survival. Interesting, interesting.
Yeah. There's one tiny difference, but essentially they're the same. But here's the big moment. You excited?
Yeah. Should be interesting. Should be fun. I don't know if fun or interesting is actually what it is. I think it's mathematically solved. If I do it right, I just need to not mess it up.
If you somehow mess this up, Ike is just on insane amounts of troll. Like, there's no way that he should lose.
Brought Ragnell, right? Also, apologies if you hear any screaming in the background. My daughter's apparently waking up. in the middle of the night, so... But my wife's taking care of her.
This craven wretch is mine.
This time we begin...
Alright, animation's on?
Yep.
Let's go.
Options. So
All
here's the
right.
man. 30 strength, 30 plus 5 defense. 18, 80, 520. I think Ragnar's the same stats. 18, 80, 520.
Mhm.
Yep. Ike's caps are specifically lower than the Black Knight. The Black Knight doesn't even have cap speed.
Yeah,
Doesn't need
he's
it.
holding back.
Luna doesn't matter. Renewal does matter. A rank lances because he also can because he doesn't have a unique class. Like he has a unique version of the general class, but he's still just technically a general. Because otherwise I don't think generals can get, 30 strength, 30 defense, 30 skill, and over 27 speed.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've used Gatri in a run, so I don't even remember like the stat caps.
Yeah, or
in this
Braum.
game. Yeah, or Braum.
I always think that I want to use Gatri, and then by the time I get him, he's just like, his defense isn't worth it anymore.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, the thing you have to do is just glue the Night Ward to him if you want to use him.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, so far so good.
Okay, so yeah. That's
And then we don't
19
heal.
damage. If we don't heal, then he's in Wrath range on the counter.
And we technically don't have to hit any Wrath crits because Mist is here.
So long as Ike can attack the Black Knight every turn.
Every player phase. If he happens to miss, then a Wrath crit makes up for 2 misses, and you just got your first one.
Nice.
Nice. So then the rhythm here is just heal Ike the full at the start,
Heal, attack,
and then
attack.
just attack. Yep.
It's just that simple. This is just easy
It's
mode.
that simple, folks.
This is Ike just easy moding the fight.
The people still using Aether in 2023.
I was
That's
gonna say,
crazy.
if I wanted the fight to be interesting, I could have left Ether on him and then had to really worry about, getting Luna'd twice and in a row and die.
Yeah. And like the other thing you can do with Aether, to be fair, is the Black Knight has less move than Ike, so on any given turn,
Oh, so you can just run away.
You can run away at 2 range if you want to, but with Ike's current HP, like he's below 54 HP, so he won't live a 2 range attack and a
No.
Luna.
And that's really the biggest reason why I didn't keep Ether, even though I felt like it probably would have been more fun, was because there was no way that I was getting my Ike to max his HP and potentially survive well. Then kill the girl. Okay, how does Mist fare? I like how he has a physic. He doesn't use it, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, so, yeah.
17 from 1.
17 and 17.
17.
And these are spears,
Yeah.
but she doesn't even take crit from them. Oh,
Yep.
because they nerfed the crit in here. It's not 15 crit like it is in GBA.
Yeah, they're weaker than they even look, which is nice for Mist.
But, I mean, it does mean that you have to have a trained Mist in order to make use of her after turn 3.
For sure.
Or you can just risk her dying.
Oh, that too,
You could just sacrifice
could.
Mist to the Black Knight fight. Oh, dodge.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Hey, level up. Am I gonna get another hit point?
HP luck?
Nope.
Oh. I was hoping for the
Nothing.
Roy level up.
Ike says, I have enough. Oh.
And did she take damage from this guy?
No.
Like at all?
No.
No? Okay.
She has like 26 res or something stupid like that.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, now we get to watch several turns of Mist attacking things with animations that I haven't really used all game because I don't know if anyone... Actually, no, there are a couple people that I did sub to that I saw playing Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn, and they were using animations, and I'm like, you're literally just making everything take 5 times longer.
Yeah. Well, you know what's funny is like the complaint that animations are slow in this game and in FE10 like is true. It's objectively true. They are too slow.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like when I go on Twitch just randomly and see who's streaming those two games, so often I see people playing on like slow map movement, full animations, and it's like these better not be the people that are complaining it's slow that like don't turn it off. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah. The in-battle animations definitely are slow, but people complain like the map animations are slow. I think they're a little slow, but I think those people are just used to the like they're used to like Awakening and Beyond being able to skip enemy phase.
Yeah, that's true too.
And yes, you can, you have like GBA like and like Radiant Dawn after you beat it at once. You have the full animation skip, I guess.
Yeah, which is a stupid thing, to be
Yeah,
fair, that you have to beat in one.
I really like the map animations though, and like I appreciated that at least that a little bit of effort went into like the of 89% hit, 75% avoid. What's his biorhythm like? Perfectly mid.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a dub right there.
I really like that they tried at least with Three Houses, though I think that the animations in Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn just feel like they have so much more heart into them. I don't know, maybe that's just me.
I kind of agree.
Like the map animations at least.
Yeah, they're kind of cool to watch sometimes. Like the Boyd like Colossus animations in FE9 are very funny.
Just jumps like 500 feet into the air and come down
Yeah,
on
like
them.
spins around. Yeah, nice. There you go.
There we go.
Don't use Aether. Aether's cringe. Don't do it. And now you get the slightly less useless dragon.
Slightly less useless dragon that I'm still probably not even going to deploy.
Yeah.
Because he has like, what, 5 moves still or something?
Yeah, it's bad. Or he might have
Dragons
6,
are so
but it's
bad in
bad.
Path of Radiance.
Dude, if they had 1 to 2 range, it would be a game changer.
Yeah. Like, they're bulky, they have decent stats, but they just can't go anywhere. They just feel so slow. It's like oppressively slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Radiant Dawn.
The good part is though, like Nassia or Anna are forced in the final chapter, but it also doesn't matter if they die. So normally I'll just let them die.
I'm debating how much I want to keep going tonight because my daughter's having a rough night, and I did the Black Knight fight, but at the same time I've only been going for like an hour, and I do kind of want to experience that Wrath of Resolve,
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the last 2 maps, especially this next one, are pretty long.
Yeah, it's not quite as long as Clash, even though I did Clash in like 6 turns, just because I just blitzed Ike to the end.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best way to do it.
I mean, even 6 turns, it's still like, an hour plus long map. Just because you have 19 units to move, and the enemy has like 50.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll do my preps and then probably call it for the night, because I am getting a little tired. And then we can save the dual feature and for like just before Engage comes out or something, probably sometime next week.
Dude, I keep forgetting Engage is a thing. Honestly.
Oh yeah, I've deliberately
I'm kind of a weirdo.
No, I've deliberately had to like just not pay attention to Serenus Forest, Twitter, like a lot of Discords, just because like I don't want to get spoiled on anything. Not anything, but like I want to be able to have my first playthrough be my own discovery of the game. Like, I like playing the game, being able to figure out, okay, this unit can promote into that, this class gets these skills, that type of stuff. Figuring that out myself on a first playthrough. And then after I complete my first playthrough, going back, looking stuff up, figuring stuff out, finding what's powerful and broken, and then maybe doing that in like the hardest difficulty. So I'm probably only going to be playing on like whatever the second highest difficulty is, unless there's only hard as the highest, then I'll be playing on that. Yeah, I'll be playing on
Yeah.
like hard instead of lunatic or maddening or whatever else they have, because that's just not fun for me for a blind run.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that either. That sounds pretty rough for kind of no good reason on a first run.
Yeah, so my first time playing Conquest, I played it on Lunatic because I had played Birthright on hard, and that was like pretty easy. And I'm like, okay, this game's not too bad. I'll play Conquest on Lunatic, and then I proceeded to kind of put that game down and take breaks like 5 different times. And then by the time I finally reached the tower map, I'm just, like, not the tower, the Great Wall map. I'm just like, screw this noise. Recruited like max stat overpowered Corins and just threw them at it, and they still died in the ninja elevator
Yeah.
because of inevitable end.
Yeah, I still need to like fully revisit Fates, like mostly Conquest. Uh, I started doing like a run on Lunatic. I got to like chapter 7, and I was having fun, but
I love the
I don't
Bastion
know.
Volk support.
I don't think I've ever seen past like the C support. Actually,
I mean, granted, the C support is really just iconic. Move, get out of here before I start throwing sharp objects. You have until the count
yeah.
of 5, 1, 2, 4. Policy against taking 2 jobs at once. I'll have to wait till this one's over. I'll take it. Not so bad. I've always paid in full and on time. I like that in an employer. I just like that it gives Bastion this kind of air of mystery of like, okay, who does he really know? What is he in? And that it's Volk's only support just makes it even better.
Oh yeah, I always forget that too. That's his only one.
Yeah,
The only person he'll talk to.
I love it. I think it's great. Granted, I just love Volk. He's like, he kind of gets reduced to like, oh, I'm just only about money, whatever, blah blah blah. But I think the way that he does it is so much more interesting than like Anna.
Yeah.
I think Anna is very much a, so no one else has any like skills that matter, right? From here on out.
No. Put resolve on. For sure.
Strength, skill, and speed. Whenever you use HP are at half or less. It's like a 50% increase or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Ike will have like 39 strength. Like 42 speed.
speeds. and yeah, like 40 skill.
Yeah.
Something
It's
crazy like that.
nuts. It bummed me out in Radiant Dawn when they nerfed it, and it doesn't give you the strength boost anymore.
Yeah, it's just skill and speed. And also Radiant Dawn has the weird like textual error where apparently it's still HP is half or less, but it says that it's like HP is 1/5 or less.
Yeah.
Which made
It
me
says,
not
like,
want to use the
20%.
skill at all, because I'm like, when am I going to leave my units at like 20% HP? That's never going to happen.
When I didn't know that it was wrong for the longest time, because you look at
Oh, yeah,
Wrath,
no.
Wrath was changed to 30%, and like that is real, like that is true. So I just kind of figured like, oh, it's bad now.
Yeah, same. Like, I never really used or relied on Wrath or Resolve in Path of Radiance anyway, and so coming into Radiant Dawn, when I saw that they were nerfed even worse, I'm like, well, this is terrible. Why would I ever use this?
Yeah.
And that kind of was then when I was like, oh, Awakening, Vantage, 50% or less. Oh, that seems pretty bad. Now that I know that it's like, well, it's on units that can actually one-shot, so it's actually pretty good.
It's been a long time since I played Awakening too.
Oh, I finally finished my first Lunatic run, like 2 years ago or something. I went back and finished it, and I was just like, okay, I did Lunatic, never touching Lunatic Plus, not worth it.
Yeah. No, dude, Lunatic Plus and Awakening is a joke. I'm sorry. That is
Yeah.
not worth.
Oh, we can buy Silver Blades, that's fun.
Don't Silver Blades have like terrible hit? Isn't it like 60 hit or something?
Yep, 60 hit. 15 might, 60 hit, 15 uses, 14 weight. Totally worth it. Trust me. What do I even bother forge? Should I just like forge another Fire Tome or something? So I can get that effective might, you know? It's not gonna matter
Yeah,
because Ike's just gonna
that
solo
wouldn't be
everything
bad.
anyway.
Or even a Thunder Tome for those big dragons.
Yeah, I already have a Thunder Tome. But maybe just another Thunder Tome and then I give it to Bastion.
Yeah, that could be funny. I always forget how expensive forges are for tomes specifically in this game.
Yeah. Since you've been my wonderful guest here, any good Thunder Tome names?
Oh jeez, I'm so bad with forge names,
Oh yeah,
dude.
no, I'm terrible with them too.
Dude, I seriously got nothing.
Yeah, no worries. I've been naming them after like Final Fantasy stuff right now, so I'm just like, yeah, sure, I'll just name it Terraflare, why not?
Yeah, no, like I'm so bad at forge names. When I was doing my Ike solo run, like I named them like D's, like D's nuts, or like Candace, like stuff like that, because I'm such a moron. But
Yeah, sure.
I can't think of anything.
Yeah, look at that one-use Lagoose Bane.
Nice.
That was just kind of what I gave to, because early on, you know, before you have access to forging hand axes and javelins, you really are just limited by your money, which is the only time you're limited by money.
Yep.
And then so it's like, well, I'll make a max might and some boosted hits, fire tome. That way I can give that to a mage and have them be somewhat useful, which is the best decision ever, because then you look at like Bolganon and it's like only one more might than a max forged fire. That would be like if a max forged iron sword was only one less might than a silver sword.
I'm trying to think. Max might iron, I believe, is
Max
what,
might iron would
11
be
might?
10 might, because iron sword,
Oh,
well,
it's
for
10.
swords.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have
And then
silver
silver's
sword
like
is
18 or 13. 13,
iron
right?
sword is 5 base, you can boost it by 5, and then you have the silver blade, which is 15. Oh wait, you also have the, Zahar, do you have any magic here, or is that only in Radiant Dawn? Yeah, only in Radiant Dawn. But you can get the, Vague Kadi now.
Nice.
And should I give him a Lagoon Slayer? Not that it really matters. Because everything on the next map is Lagoos. Give him the Rune Sword.
Yeah, I mean, he's about the only person that's gonna use it. Like, there's no reason to give it to Ike, you know?
Yeah, no one else. Unless I want to use Tanith, then maybe Tanith can use it.
She maybe could.
Not the worst idea in the world. I don't think I'm going to be using Volk this next map, because I think Volk's usefulness is probably over, because next map is Lagoos and the last map is the last map in the game.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah,
no
I'm
more...
gonna steal that physics staff you have and you know, hold on to it for next turn, for next chapter, which, oh wait, what next chapter?
Yeah. No more lethality.
All these one-use physics staves.
Oh, dude, I hate that too.
Still haven't
That's
even
one
used
thing...
sleep or restore or any of that. I'll use restore, but not like sleep or silence. Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, just one thing I've been really appreciating, because I've been playing like the Arcanea remakes a lot recently. I love merge. Like when you take like a 2-use weapon and merge it with like a 10-use one, you get one 12-use one. I love that so much. That's like such a smart thing.
Use axe. Jill, you can have a Lagoose axe. I'm just getting my weapon set up for next chapter, that way I can just get in and start right away. Yeah, it's been great having you on, though. I've really appreciated having someone else to talk to through some of the more slower parts of...
Oh yeah, FE9 enemy phase moment. Yeah, no, thanks for having me on. It was nice to see our boy pop off. Zelgius is bad. Saw it here first. And train your mist.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, without Mist, like, I probably still would have been fine. Because I had Wrath Resolve, I had enough stats. I would have just, like, dumped some extra bonus experience into him to hit him what is it, 54 HP is the what you need?
Yeah, so 54 without mist is what you need to survive a normal hit and then a Luna hit if you're running like Aether.
Ah, yes, it was 58 that you need to be
Yeah,
able
so
to attack.
yeah. So 58 is good for Wrath Nile because that means Ike can take 3 hits. So
Yeah, so
it
you
gives
attack, he
you a little
attacks.
first Wrath, and then you have
Elixir.
more room to Vuln on your turn rather than like full heal Elixir.
Okay.
So you get more Wrath chances when you're by yourself.
Yes.
If he's getting 3-shot, then he can do that like once, but then he has to Elixir after that instead of doing it twice, which is like kind of a big deal.
Yeah, mathematically it's important and it kind of works out then, but
Yeah, but even then, like, if you went in with 53 HP with Wrath Nile and no Mist, your chance of success would have still been higher than Aether and no Mist. Because it would have been like a 50% rather than like a 41 with Aether by yourself. So either way, it's still better.
That's fair. That's fair.
I've dove into those numbers way too much, man.
No worries. I am
For
gonna
an
give
optional fight.
Zahark the Brave Sword over the Killing Edge because, I mean, Vague Kadi's just a better Killing Edge. Vague Kadi is to the Woe Dao what... Like, Vague Kadi is just one less might than a Silver Sword. Kind of like how the Woe Dao is one less might than a Killing Edge.
Yeah. I'm low-key kind of a fan of the Woe Dao in FE6.
I like the idea
when you just
of the Woe Dao.
really need the crit. It's like kind of nice.
Yeah, I like the idea of the Woe Dao, I think, more than the execution of the Woe Dao.
That's fair.
So I'm giving her Fortify. I can probably, she has the Astro Staff. I can probably give Fortify to Valencia or something. Used Riss. I even forged a Light Tome so I could make it one chapter before you could buy it. So I could so I could use Light on the boat. And then that was like the only time he really used Light, but it came in clutch. It was pretty useful. Oh yeah,
Riz
Rescue.
With the 10
I need
speed.
to remember that Rescue's a thing. I can probably use that instead of... Yeah, Riss with all the magic and resistance in the world and 10 speed.
Soren at home.
Yeah. We have Soren at home. I mean, technically people are going to say Ilyana's just Soren at home, but I mean, come on.
Oh.
She's doing good. She's doing great.
At least she has some strength. That's kind of nice, you know?
Yeah. So I am actually probably going to continue now that I check times and whatnot, but if you want to head out, whatever, I don't want to hold you up all night.
Okay. I could
to
probably
you.
stay for a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
I'll check out the Wrath Resolve Ike stuff.
Yeah. If you want you to stick around, that's fine. But if you ever need to pop out, just no pressure. Just want to make sure you didn't feel pressured to like, oh, I have to stay for, for the whole stream now that I've joined or whatever.
Oh no, I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Ilyana's. Oh, young Izuka.
Oh yeah, no, dude, he's
It's
so much creepier in FE9. I swear.
It's so weird seeing him in FE10 and then going back to FE9.
Yeah, and like it's only supposed to be a 3-year difference, but this guy looks like it's like a 20-year difference. I swear.
Seriously.
Oh, I wonder who that is. Definitely just a regular soldier.
Wait, what did he say? Oh, sorry, what's the button to view that? Is it Z or...
It should be Z.
Here to relieve you on guard duty. Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember who that is?
I believe the guards and watches are important. Isn't it like, I'm trying to think. Isn't it like one of the Lagoos?
Yeah, it is.
So a watch is necessary. Well... The scholars consider one thing missing the fundamental as... Getting riled up again. He thinks that guy fell a little far from the nest. Hint, hint. Oh, isn't there also like a patch or something that replaces the Heron script with actual language? Or is
Oh,
that
I
just a
didn't know that.
translation? Or is that just a translation on Serenus Forest? Because this is actually because the script they write in is actually like an actual font,
Hmm.
and then if you
Yeah, I've
translate the
actually.
font, then it's just reversed Romanji of whatever the Japanese words are.
Yeah, like I know I've looked up the script just to see like what Leanne says.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've never seen a patch of it though. That'd be kind of cool. I kind of wish it was there, but like
Mm-hmm.
you don't really need it either. Like you can pretty much infer what they're trying to say most of the time.
Yeah. I'm
But
trying to
Leanne
think.
has some funny
Yeah,
lines actually.
because
Like
oh yeah, no, she's hilarious. She has a lot of fire in her. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like for some reason I thought it was like one of the Hawks, and then I'm like, wait, no, Tabarn is here.
yeah,
Isn't it like Naysala or something?
yeah, it is Sawa.
Oh, Naysala, I love you so much. He has so much character and personality in FE9, and then in FE10 he just kind of like people complain about the Blood Pact in Radiant Dawn. I think overall they put it out in such a way that it kind of makes sense, but I do think that they really did Naysala dirty a little bit to just kind of like I don't know. He has so much sass, so much personality, and then he just kind of gets defaulted into I'm the obvious traitor, and then I get, you know, just like uh, what's the term like resolved to my fate or whatever.
Yeah, like I
It's
never really had a big problem with the Blood Pact stuff.
mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's partially because like a lot of people also don't like Micaiah, especially on their first run. And you know, the whole like, oh, we have to fight the Lagoos and everything because of the Blood Pact.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to be like, oh, Micaiah, you're stupid for that, but
I mean,
I don't think that's necessarily fair either.
yeah, I think at the end of the day, the whole Blood Pact is. Let's be real. It's an obvious way of saying, hey, the map designers wanted a lot of maps where you fight Lagoos. They wanted to set the situation up. This is just kind of the easiest way they could figure out how to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily hate it for that. You know, as a kid, when I played through Radiant Dawn, I loved it. And then, even coming back to it, I don't think it like falls as flat as people say it does. Oh, here's Nasir. I guess this is his
Oh yeah.
untransformed stats, so
Yeah, he has like 5 gauge, yeah.
yeah, so he'll transform in like on turn 4, I think, if he doesn't
Yeah,
see combat.
Yeah, I think it's 4 for the gauge every turn, untransformed, 3 when transformed, or something.
Is it worth it giving
I
him the
always
demi
forget.
band? Wait, doesn't he actually lose movement when he transform? No, I guess I think he does because he moves so much slower as a dragon. But oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Boone
think
is nice.
yeah, Boone is actually low key kind of nice.
Vork's not
But at the same
useful.
time, there's one sleep staff on this map, and if you have someone with high movement, you can just pull them anyways. So
Yeah,
yeah.
this guy over here, not even a
Mhm.
physic or anything, just sleep.
Yeah, just sleep.
Hey, Rex Bolt.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Ilyana to S rank, are we? She's at
No,
1C.
yeah, no, she's still at C.
Oh.
She didn't even gain rank on promotion, so she was C rank as a mage, and then I promoted her to Sage, and she was still C rank.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Like the other two went from E to D, but it stayed at C for Thunder.
Yeah,
That's
the
so
Japanese
sad.
explanation of like, oh yeah, warp powder malfunction. It was only his armor that was there or something. It's just like, what? Warp powder machine broke. Thank you. Have a nice day. Do we use Kal-El for, mage crew? Do we use Stefan, or do we try to bring in Tanith and see if she can do something?
Hmm.
Actually, I don't even know who to bring. Do we bring in Largo? I don't know.
Dude, Largo can hang. I'll give him credit. He can hang.
Yeah, for a base level unit, he's not bad. Largo is like the perfect example of one of those like late joining pre-promotes like Garrett, who's like, he comes in, he's not that great, but he gets the job done.
Yeah.
He's there to make sure that if you lost everyone else, you can still finish the game.
Yeah, he's like at least one of the better pre-promotes. You know, like Taruneo's not really, you know. Like Stefan is good when you get him, but swords kind of get worse as you go.
Yeah.
Lucia's bad.
I'll bring him in. He's gotten some level ups. He's gotten pretty decent. I don't know who's the budget swordmaster though at this point. Is it Stefan or Zahark? So I can put him next to each other so I can compare.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stefan is now the budget swordmaster because my Zahark just got really good level ups. But I mean, this is Stefan, not like.
Did you give him a Seraph robe?
Yeah, I gave Zahark a Seraph
robe. Oh, okay. I was gonna say like how the.
But that's the
1 HP.
But that's the only stat booster he got.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, definitely. I was worried out here when I got Stefan as level 8 Swordmaster and Zahark was still a level 15 Myrmidon. Then once you promote, it's like, okay, now you can catch up. And catch up he did.
Yeah, I mean, he's got better skills too. Adept over Astra. I'll take that.
Yeah, speaking of Astra, I should probably give Stefan the second Lagoose Slayer. Because he's probably going to break the first one.
Yeah, he probably will.
Yeah, this map, just give him all your Lagoose weapons and watch him go ham on everything.
And then Jill has your full guard, right?
Jill has the full guard.
Okay.
Yeah, where are the Lagoose guards? That is a big question. Who should I put them on, actually? Should I give one to Ike?
You could go either way with Ike.
I guess here's the thing. I am a little worried that I get really bad luck and, you know, lose the game, so...
Yeah, no, I would do it. Personally, I would
That will mean it's harder for him to get into... resolve range.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have their own separate menu. And I'll take it from Tanith, and then yeah, Zahark can use the other one.
Yeah, it's like on the one hand, you want to see Wrath Resolve Ike because it's funny, but it also like taking 8 damage from a dragon versus like 17, kind of.
I like how it rounds down. Actually, I'm just gonna give the Lagoose guards to my sword masters because they're the ones with the lowest defense. They need it the most.
That's fair.
But yeah, Jill with boots and like every other stat booster that I didn't give to Ike.
Yeah.
And all my bonus experience that I didn't give to Mist.
Is Jill one off from capping speed?
Maybe. Is 27 her cap?
I think it's 27.
Okay, so you're saying if I were to use this save file for transfers, I would have a Mist that transfers nothing, because she promoted at 15. A Jill that transfers strength, defense, skill, and maybe speed. And probably no one else caps, because this is Path of Radiance hard mode. Because
yeah,
like, if I capped Ike, I'd be able to give great transfers, but... yeah.
Because I know, like, Marcia's speed cap is 28. It's the same as Ike's, so I think Jill's is 27.
Actually, yeah. Mist, I'm going to give Mist the Hammer and Staff so she can repair the Sonic Sword again.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the only time I've used the Hammer is just on that Sonic Sword because it's the only way that Mist is really a viable combat unit at this point in time.
Yeah. Hammern is kind of weird in Tellius for me. Like, I feel like most things aren't really worth repairing in, like, a really obvious way, so you can just kind of use it on whatever, and then forget about it.
Yeah, because your forges are your best weapons for the most part, but then also you can make a new forge every turn, like, every chapter, and you have so much money after Chapter 19 that it's just like, what's the point?
Yeah, it's not like in Thracia where it's like, give me more Graph Caliber, please. You know, it's like...
And you don't have any warp staff either, so...
Yeah, that's the other big one.
Yeah, you don't have warp, you just have rescue. Oh yeah, I can't smite because Nasir's in the way. Shoot, that's what I was gonna do.
Oh.
I forgot to give Nasir a
You get a
Lagoose gem.
demi-band?
Or demi-band, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Nasir's gonna hide in a corner.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess I can smite Ike forward.
Oh, remember to turn off animations too.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was about to
I've made that mistake so many times.
just enter an enemy phase. It's like, well, this went from taking, 2 minutes to half an hour.
Yeah, I love the Bizmix joke where he's like, "Oh, an enemy phase. 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna go grab some lunch." Then
Comes
he
back
comes
from
back
McDonald's.
Like, 2
It's
minutes
still
later in
going.
the video. Still going on.
Yeah, he leaves halfway through the video, comes back with McDonald's, and is like, oh, it's still going on. Didn't miss much. Oh yeah, because you can't bring Alencia into this map.
Yeah, I forget the story reason behind it, but
Like, she's busy doing other things, and you're having to do, like, a side mission or something. I forget.
yeah, and that's why with her supports, because she's only around for
3 chapters.
well, like 2 chapters before endgame. So like,
Yeah, she
of the
joins in
support
Clash first. She joins last, then she is playable last previous chapter 27, and then she's playable in Endgame, and that's it.
yeah, so like her supports with like Ike and like Joffrey, Jeffrey, whatever you want to call him. Like they'll be like a C and a B support in like the same chapter, and then if you deploy her in 27, you'll get the A before endgame.
Oh, I
But
forgot
her
to.
affinity's also bad.
I forgot to move. Not move. I forgot to give Tabarn orders, so he's just gonna run around and do whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah. That's a nice thing they changed in Radiant Dawn, that you can do it like
Being able
after
to
you
select the
remove
lord
main
and
guy.
just use your order and direct afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, let me double
Hang on.
check that my units aren't gonna get mauled to death by a cat or something.
Or you could use the warp staff T-pose. I agree. True.
Yeah, we
I
could.
used to be so bummed out when I played other Fire Emblems that this didn't have warp. And then now I'm like kind of okay with it because shove chains are very, very funny. But I still wish it was here. I think it could be cool.
Yeah, warp is fun. Rescue just kind of doesn't have that same energy.
Yeah, I mean there are
Oh yeah,
some
you have
cool
this
things you
weird
can
path,
do,
this
but-
weird southern path through all the thickets you can take.
Yeah, I forget that's there a lot of the time.
No worries, I'll send Oscar through it just to say that I remember.
This guy thought bows were effective.
Oh yeah, Meteor. That's effective too, right?
Yep.
Hey, you found the one person that can't W. Congratulations. Good job, cat.
Smartest cat.
Okay, let's see what Stefan does. Because I think I left him the Lagoon Slayer. Feels like I left him the Lagoon Slayer. Here's my problem with Wrath Resolve Ike. He never gets hit enough to activate Resolve.
There is some truth to that, I won't lie. Mainly in this chapter.
Yeah.
Which is why... Oh, there's the 54 HP.
Maybe I should have saved Provoke and then put it on him after.
Maybe, but...
Or do
if
you sandbag him, have him carry someone else?
Ooh, that could be interesting, too.
And carry someone else, get hit enough, and then drop them to capitalize and resolve.
But I mean, even if you just throw him in there with no Lagoose Guard, take a hit from like 1 or 2 dragons, maybe take like a long-range tome, he's probably still like just above resolve range.
Yeah,
So-
probably. I think the end result is that if you have an Ike that can beat the Black Knight, he's just too good anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, he really doesn't need any skills for this
No.
part.
Yeah.
He just obliterates everything.
This chapter is just the victory lap,
Yeah,
plain and simple.
I agree.
Oh, there's my miss. I'm transferring nothing.
Man.
If I was even transferring, which I probably am
Yeah.
not.
She did good though. I'm proud of her.
Oh yeah, no, she's been definitely super useful. Definitely worth training. If only for giving her both arm scrolls and the Sonic Sword. So
Yeah.
you have just a mounted mage, effectively. Oh, that's not great.
Oh, Ilyana, please.
Maybe she can proc Adept. Oh wait, that's on Soren.
Did you promote anybody else early, like besides Mist?
Mist and Reese. I promoted
Okay.
them in the same chapter right before the first boat map. I promoted Reese at level 11. Oh yeah, that's not even... That's looking a lot worse too. Because this guy has 16 speed. Not even with your Forge? Okay.
Because
Adept.
Ilyana's what, like level 12 something?
Yeah, 12 Sage, I think. Yeah. It's gonna take some work if I want to even attempt to cap her out.
Yeah, she's like basically dead on average for speed.
Yeah, Ilyana is... If there was one unit that I really want, if I do a transfers run, that I want... Oh, there's B rank. Took long
Finally.
enough. Only took, you know, a full Thunder, a full L Thunder, and a couple of uses of a Forge Thunder. And a full bolting and a half. Because I used the last bolting use on the bolting sage in the priest map to get a new bolting. But yeah, if there's one unit that I want to give full transfer bonuses to at some point in the future, it's Ilyana. Because she's the most available unit in Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, it's really funny that she's so available and so bad.
Yeah, she's so available and still not really useful.
I keep forgetting she has parity.
Yeah, so you keep seeing the skill activations like, what skill is green?
Yeah.
It was like, oh. Yeah. Astrid is pretty easy to cap out. Hey, there we go. She's catching up. Astrid's pretty easy to cap out level-wise, so is Joffrey because of Paragon. Can I just get rid of this guy? None of these other mages have anything dangerous, do they? No.
Nah.
Yeah, is this a route map or just a C's? Yeah, it's a C's.
No, it's a C's, yeah. Dude, imagine if Clash was a route map. I would cry.
No, I don't want to imagine that. That's that sounds like torture.
Oh wait, I think we forgot to Barn again. Unless you just want to let him rock.
I'm fine letting him do whatever he wants. I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Wait, is he a game over if he dies? Just hypothetically.
Not guides.
Press start. And then A.
Victor sees defeat Ike dies.
Okay, that's good.
He's not the commander of the ally army, though.
Yeah.
I am a little worried about all these cats. And that one raven who's going to probably just attack Nasir and be annoying.
Wait, can he reach Rayson? Did I? Oh, yeah, he can.
Yes. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's highly likely that Tabarn will just kill him on enemy phase, but on the off chance that that doesn't end up happening, and the cats are just gonna, yeah, those cats are also just gonna team up against Astrid because she has a bow equipped.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, whether it actually kills this guy or not, because I mean, Tabarn's good, but this is no Radiant Dawn Tabarn.
No, this is not 10 move, 40 strength Tabarn.
10 move, 40 strength, like 50 speed or some crap. It's just like, what? What?
Yeah, doubles auras at base. What?
Yeah. I'm all for giving you Gotos, but maybe Radiant Dawn Maybe don't give the player 6 Gotos.
It is funny though.
Oh no, I love using the Lagoose Royals. I just think it kind of is like, okay, well now what am I, like, I feel almost bad for using them because I feel like it's like using your legendary Pokemon. It's like the game is telling you to do this, and you really should, but also the game is gonna, you're gonna kind of feel bad for it because all the people that you've trained up instead, it's just like, okay, bye, leaving you on the bench. These guys don't even need weapons.
Yeah, what I try to do is like I try to bring in like 2 or 3. I just bring in my favorites, which is normally like Tabarn, Nyla, and then maybe like either Naysala or Kanagas or something. But usually it's just Nyla and Tabarn. Yeah, here he is.
In 20 years. Oh, come on, Naysala, you're too full of yourself. Something to that effect, I bet.
I think there she says, like, you're very handsome.
Yeah.
Something like that. But it's funny, like, Leanne, when she gets captured by the Black Knight, and she's talking to, like, the Hawk guy that's there. I think his name is, like, Lot or something.
Lots, yeah.
Lots, that's what it is. Not Lot from FE6. One of her lines is, like, you're not too bright, are you? And I was like, oh, dude, she's Shiva from Thracia.
Oh yeah, just very. Yeah, she is sassy, definitely. I was checking to see if any of these guys were damaged, then I remembered, oh yeah, they attacked Astrid who wields a bow.
Yeah.
Of course they haven't taken any damage. Hey Nasir, are you gonna pretend to be useful yet? Also, your build is only 12 and you're untransformed, okay. I guess you can shove Ike. That's something useful you can do.
I mean, what
speaking
else
of shoving
is he gonna
Ike,
do?
let's smite Ike through the forest.
That would be cool if you could smite, like, over a tree.
Yeah, unfortunately the game does block. Oh wait, we can't because that is a regular tree.
Yeah.
So I just made Ike's path slower. I forgot that this wasn't a thicket because I saw the mage over here move backwards and I'm like, oh, he just moved through here. No, he just hides behind the tree and then he moves backwards to be at maximum range.
That's what flyers are for, baby.
Oh, nice
corrosion on the Lagoose. Nice, man.
Yeah, those claws now have infinity minus 13 uses. Look out. Can't even one-shot Lagoose.
Dude, I wish they had triple effective damage in this game.
Yeah, kind of stumbled upon whatever this is. Cool. Yeah, thanks for showing up. This is Fire Emblem 9, Path of Radiance. I am hanging out here with Elat, killing some Lagoos, I guess. Guess that's what
committing crimes.
Oh, it's fine. These things are living war crimes. If anything, we're removing war crimes.
That's true. We're relieving them of their pain.
We're cleansing the world of unfortunate crimes against nature.
Yeah. We're the good guys. Trust us.
Oh, I can rescue Tabarn.
Rescue Tabarn?
I don't think so. Okay, I think Ike is in Dragon Range now. Yes, he is. So unless Tabarn goes forward and, you know, makes himself a bigger target, our Ike should be fine. Anyone I want to heal? Maybe I'll actually heal Astrid. Yeah, that seems like a useful idea. Just gonna peruse around channel for other vids. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Have Fire Emblem content. Have some old retro games, Diablo, weird game that no one else has heard of called Mordor, the Depths of Dejinal, old school dungeon crawler, super old school. Yeah, what are these dragon stats? Okay, doesn't get one rounded by Jill with Laguzak's.
Yep.
Does somewhat meaningful damage in return. Jill is just kind of in a weird position here because she can't attack through... She can't stop on a tree to attack, and I think she has low biorhythm right now, yeah, which is why she's getting mischance on the soldier, but... Still want to just take down the Sage because he's the only person that doesn't deal physical damage.
Yeah, when I send the flyer to the left there to kill like the
That's
siege
what I was
tome,
worried
I
about. I'm
also
just like,
kind of never know what to do after that.
It's like, okay, missed the Sage, that's great. Okay, Tavarin's now hiding where no units can actually hit him. Perfect. Because he's surrounded by trees.
Oh, Kieran.
Oh, the dragon's in a bush. And Ike didn't even get hit. Oh.
Oh. Oh! He doesn't need it. He doesn't
need Wrath to crit. Okay, Oscar, are you gonna one round, or is your speed gonna fail as well as your strength? It's a Raven. Ravens are fast. Especially in this chapter where the Lagoos actually have some pretty decent stats. It's not like Sacred Stones where you have the monsters which can all cap like everything, and they just don't.
Yeah, I need to play FE8 again, I think.
Yeah.
So I remember like a lot of stuff from Ephraim's route, but like I don't know. I need to play Erica's route again because I know you were saying you don't like her maps a lot, but I don't remember much about them.
I've only played Erica's route twice, and I played Ephraim's route like 10 times, so...
Okay. Yeah, I think the number for me is it's once Erica, twice Ephraim. Something like that. It's one of my lesser played FE.
Well, Path of Radiance was my first Fire Emblem. It definitely... Oh, look at Stefan. Almost getting one shot.
3% crit, don't trust it. Don't trust it.
Oh yeah, no. Never.
Oh, dude.
Never trust. You think Stefan's fallen off yet? Nah.
It depends who you ask.
But yeah, and so, well, Path of Radiance was technically my first. Sacred Stones I definitely played a lot more, being portable. Also, Path of Radiance was technically my brother's. And at some point in time, he lent it to a friend, and then just kind of let the friend keep it as a birthday present.
Oh.
And now is kicking himself as the game is like $300.
Yeah, that's sad.
And it's just like, oof, yeah.
I remember I had it because I bought the game like 10 years ago now, like used but like very good condition, and I think it was like $70.
Oh, look at that level up.
Jeez, no speed though.
Yeah, no speed. The one thing that he needs, he just doesn't get.
But like I remember when I had the game. One of my friends at the time was like, dude, you should sell it. Like a few years later, he's like, dude, you should sell it. Get like $300 and then you can just emulate it. But I was like, I could do that, but then I'd just be sad forever because I'd just rather have it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I
definitely.
Like
it's like it. I still own my copy of Radiant Dawn, even though I don't even have a Wii to play it on anymore. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, it's $150, $200, but it's like unless I get in really dire need, which. You know, depending on how life is, you know, that could happen. But I'm just like, I'm not in a rush to sell it because it's important to me. It's memories. It's, you know, if I ever, you know, really make, you know, if I ever start doing stuff on camera or whatever, you know, Fire Emblem was my brand. I want to be able to have, you know, do that whole classic old school, you know, gaming YouTuber thing of have all the games set up behind you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have. There are games I wish I had physical, in Fire Emblem, but like the ones I wish I had physical don't really make sense to have. Like I would love to have like Binding Blade physical or Thracia physical, but they'd both be in Japanese anyway. Like I couldn't really play them so much. So
Yeah, it's
yeah.
one of those things where it's like, for people who are big collectors of the series, totally go for it. You have the money to spare and whatnot. But if it's just like a, I've never been like a huge collector, and so it's always like a, would be nice, but I'm not really driven to it. Maybe someday,
Yeah.
but like before I get that point, I'm gonna, maybe actually own a physical copy of like Fire Emblem 7 and whatnot.
Yeah. One thing I do like
Wait, no,
is
Kieran's now in range of a dragon. That's not great.
you have the Astro Staff still, right?
Yes.
Okay, just because
Oh yeah, 'cause
you have
sleep.
a couple people in sleep, yeah.
Sleep range, yeah.
But one thing I kind of like doing is getting like soundtrack CDs. Like, I'm a big-
Yes.
Like I have the Three Houses CD. I didn't want like the Three Houses collectors or whatever that was, like the whole bundle thing. So I just bought the CD off someone else. And then I have like the Japanese like 4-disc set for each FE9 and 10, which is
Oh,
kind of cool.
really? I didn't know that they
Yeah.
had those in like actual disc format.
Yeah, it's cool to look at. Like the weird part is, like the liner notes and stuff is all in Japanese for both of them. But for FE9, the track list on the back is in English.
Really?
But Radiant Dawn is in Japanese
That
still.
is
It's really weird.
interesting. Oh, have you I don't know, have you gotten the like the premium range stuff and whatnot?
No, I don't have any of that stuff. That would be cool
'cause
too.
I have both of the premium arranged ones, as well as the not the piano one, but the Flower of Enchantment, the symphonic metal remixes. Oh, Pavice. Nice.
Nice.
Pavice.
Although it's called cancel in this game because they like to be
Yes.
confusing.
Because cancel in this game is Pavis in Radiant Dawn, and guard
then
in this
guard
game is
is
cancel in Radiant
cancel.
Dawn,
And
and
then
guard
guard
in
is something
Radiant
else.
Dawn is a brand new skill. It's like, hey, if you have an A rank support with someone. Hey Ike, you want to kill a sleep staff person?
Heck yeah. This is like perfect time to get in resolve range, Ike. 2 dragons, long range tome. Come on.
Oh yeah, the boss does have Rex Bolt. Okay, I guess the only problem is now I've left my units in danger of like these. But they're all too busy attacking Tabarn, it's fine.
Yeah.
I love how they didn't have, form shift, like true form shift, and so they just gave him Lague's Band.
Yeah, that's such a cool item, actually.
It's like, hey, you can transform forever, with no penalties. Is Kieran actually asleep? I'm zooming out too far to tell.
Yeah, he is.
It's
It
like
doesn't help that he's
also
red, and then the cloud is like a reddish purple.
Yeah,
like on his head.
Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, I guess you are transformed, so I should probably plan out a... Actually, your movement is... I don't know, if I put him there, am I risking... I might be... No, that's actually fine. Yeah, I know, if I do that, that's probably too dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. For Stefan, maybe.
For Stefan, maybe. It depends on how many of these other enemies I can kill in on player phase, because if I can kill most of them, that's one thing, but if I can't, then...
Oh, Astrid one off. with the
Astrid,
silver.
she's always been just like one off. Can you get a crit? There we go.
Oh, nice.
Who's one off strength? I don't know.
I don't know, I forget.
Yeah, how about that dragon?
Wait, it's the same. Yeah.
Same might as a fully forged silver sword.
Yeah, and that's the thing too with Ike is like a Lagoon Slayer that's effective is the same might as Ragnar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, like what's the point?
Yeah, I'm
It's not
moving
even
forward
good
and
for the
doing this right now
dragons.
because I'm just about to Astro Staff.
We'll bring Nessier up there. Does he still have 5 move after
I
transforming? Or
believe
is it
he
6?
does. One sec. It's better to Blizzard and Meteor. It's more accurate to Meteor. There we go. Solve that problem.
Oh, right. I forgot to say, the Hawk that you have marked actually doesn't move.
Why?
I don't know.
Of all the units to have not move, why a Lagoose?
I don't know, but he doesn't.
I guess it makes
He's
sense for him
nice.
to not move, because if he could move, he would have been attacking Jill and suicided by now.
It's funny that there are like several units in FE9 that do that, where it like doesn't make sense at all, or like ones that'll move but also don't attack is also weird. Like there's a soldier
he does
in
have
Chapter
6
7
move.
that does that.
He does have
Oh, he
6
does have
move,
6.
yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, that Hawk is surprisingly friendly.
Yeah. Okay, and then Stefan. I'll figure out a place for Stefan. I was gonna say I'll figure out a place for him later, but I need to figure out a place for him now. Down here, where he can only fight one enemy unless he kills them all. That's never backfired before.
Nah, never.
Alright,
Boyd
kill the
is crying in the
dragon.
afterlife.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing bad has ever happened. Hey, nice crit. Good bolting crit.
Nice.
And
That's
a level
something
up.
Soren can't do, with a lot of pain at least.
Oh yeah,
Bolting
that is
Soren.
bolt. Trying to, at the very least, when you promote him, he gets D rank. But even then, it's like, oh, okay, you have D rank now, which is better than E rank, but not by a lot.
Yeah.
And also, E rank is all you need because forged. It's like, at the very least, all you need is C rank. But then you get both Bastion and Kal-Il, who come in with C or B in all spells, which means they can just use every Siege Tome.
Yeah, plus the thing too is like, if you have overkill speed, this matters less, but like, doesn't an Thunder have like 7 weight or something? Or maybe it's like 5?
I don't have one on me, but Elfire is 5. I think it's like, yeah, 6. It's 6 or 7.
Yeah, so it's like, and Soren's gonna have, after promotion, maybe like 1 or 2 strength or something. So before, it's just like, that speed doesn't even matter, even worse.
Oh hey, Nasir's gonna fight one enemy. And it's the Lagoon Slayer. It's the Lagoon Slayer Swordmaster. Good job, Nasir. Totally worth it.
Nice. He was worth the Black Knight fight.
Truly. I mean that's why the Black Knight at the end of the day is literally just a flex.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, gamble. I don't have any killer weapons on me, so no point in gambling. I gave him swords, thinking, hey, maybe I'll, get him enough sword rank to use a killing edge, and then that never happened. But
Yeah.
of course it didn't.
Yeah, with Kieran, like, I'm a big fan of Bow Kieran. Just in the event that, like, he doesn't one round, like, a Wyvern or something with an axe. Sometimes the bonus damage is, like, kind of helpful.
That's fair, that's fair. The Wyverns in the day-in part can be pretty bulky.
Yeah, it's like that, and then also, on the off chance that he has, like, some accuracy problems, that kind of helps, too. Because, like, he doesn't really need javelins. Like, you could give him javelins, but I don't think it's that important.
Yeah, yeah. Because, like, having axes and lances is kind of nice for the versatility in case you're, like, running out of weapons. But it is just kind of overkill most of the time.
Yeah.
I'll just make sure that we don't get horribly doubled and die.
Oh, thank you to Barn.
Not that you have to worry about that at all.
All right, it's Ike time.
Okay, is Ike gonna take a hit from Thoron? Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I like how I'm looking forward to Ike getting hit now. It's
Yeah.
just so weird.
Yeah.
Watch, Ike's just gonna die now.
Yeah, this is nothing. Longbow. Nice. Oh yeah, he has a rune sword. I forgot he has a rune sword.
Yeah. It's only one of 2 rune swords in the game, or maybe there's like a third enemy that has one somewhere.
There's a third one
Probably like a
in
sword
the final
master
chapter.
on the final chapter or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it is one of the sword masters.
Bolganone hits.
I think it's the one that has
Not
Astra.
resolve range. That is like the problem with Wrath Resolve, is that you get real close, but then when you're not in the range but you're real close to it, it starts feeling real iffy.
Yeah.
Like right here, Ike's gonna take a dragon hit, and oh wait.
Okay, good.
Never mind. Okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, if Ike does take one of those dragon hits, then that's like 18 damage. This is what I'm worried about, that bolting.
Mm-hmm. His accuracy is bad.
Oh.
But, oh no, don't do this. Don't do this. Ike, don't do this. Don't do this. No way.
Why did I trust you?
Come on, no shot, dude. What?
What? Does resolve not proc until his turn?
No, it definitely should have procced. Like, it doesn't show it until he gets to attack, but like, it's in the combat.
We killed the Black Knight, and then we just die to freaking a random dragon. This is why I've never used Wrath Resolve. This right here. I was worried this was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, what would Aether have done? Like, let's be honest.
Potentially true, but but the whole reason I put Ike out here in the middle of nowhere was to get him into resolve range in the first place. Having Ether means I wouldn't have put him in this situation.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. It's just, well, that's the Ironman, I guess.
No, that's so bad.
Well,
that's why I'm a fan of the Lagoose Guard.
Yeah, I said it. I said, you know, I should give him a Lagoose Guard just to make sure. And then we were like, but then he's never going to get into resolve range. Little did I remember that there were like 4 mages at the end of this map that all hit him. I think the only Lagoose to actually hit him was that one dragon. Oh, we got some bots. Let me kill those.
Yikes.
Remove? Oh, that just removes the message. How do I do this? Hide user on channel? Report. And put user in timeout. It's just a timeout. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so the Lagoose Guards would have prevented him from getting killed by the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose that probably would have been the correct decision. Because, yeah, everything else was just mages. Because the bolting hit him, the Bolganone hit him, the Thoron hit him, and then this dragon.
Yeah.
Man,
wait,
that
did
feels
the
so...
The first one missed, right?
The rune sword missed.
Oh, the rune sword missed, okay.
And the first dragon missed, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the dragon missed, all the mages hit.
If he had a Lagoose Guard here...
14 damage, he was at 14 HP. I think he takes 18 from the dragon, so that would have taken 9.
Yeah,
and so he would have survived with 5, and then what's everyone else going to do to him? It's like a cat and another
it's 2
paladin.
cats. They would have done nothing.
Yeah.
The other dragon doesn't move. The hawk doesn't move.
I wish I would have been... I wish Path of Radiance shows you their... shows you the chance to hit and whatnot in
Yeah, yeah,
combat. That is
no,
the one thing that I wish, because I wish I would have been able to see it. Because this
I did
has
too.
got to have been like a 20% or something.
It's got to be really, really
Especially
low.
after Resolve, plus 50%
Hmm.
him. But yeah, yeah, that's such is life. It really sucks to lose an Iron Man on the second to last chapter, but
Yeah. I
I
mean,
have
I
only
do
myself
think
to
you should
blame.
still, I do still think you should finish it out, just like in the future or whatever.
Yeah, I might just
But
do it on my own time, record video, just feel out Wrath Resolve a little bit more.
oh, that's
Maybe
so sad.
stream as a comeback of yeah. Well, I guess that's gonna be the end of the stream. Ike, if you're not here,
Oh,
don't worry, Soren. Ike's actually coming to join you.
yeah, oh, that's right. That's right.
uh, oh, and then the horrible game over screen and music.
I mean, to be fair, the whole run was messed up because Marcia wasn't here. That's really what happened.
Yeah,
That's
Marcia.
really what went wrong.
Yeah, this was just the run where I wasn't allowed to have any flyers
Yeah.
aside from Jill. There could be only one. I tried to bring. That's why I didn't bring Alencia's, because I had a flyer curse.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Ike, Wrath Resolve gives him the wings to fly, and so I don't know.
The
Yeah.
wings to fly.
Well, there we go. That's Path of Radiance.
Oh, dude, that's so sad.
It really, really is. Well, like I said, I might finish up the run later, just, kind of call it, but as far as an Iron Man goes, that is the end, so.
Yeah, that is the end.
Yeah, well, if you're, now that you've watched one Iron Man fail, go and watch another Iron Man potentially succeed. Want to talk about your Thracia run?
Oh, oh yeah, no,
I
I'm
haven't watched the most recent video of it. Has it failed too?
no, not yet, not yet. I just took a break from recording. I am worried though because
Didn't you lose Asbel as a
yeah,
green unit?
yeah, turn 3 he died in 4x. I was like, dude,
Ooh.
you've got to be joking. That's so bad. But like I'm down Asbel, Fergus, and then in the last episode I had to leave behind Lithis, which is not helpful either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm debating whether to go to 8x, like at all, because of not having Asbel.
Yeah, what's the requirement to get to 8x? That's...
You have to capture the boss on chapter 8.
Oh, yes, yes, and then you have to fight Gomez.
Yeah, the infamous Gomez.
Oof.
Yeah, I
Big
think
oof.
I might, but I have like 3 chapters to see how Leaf levels up. Because if he can take 2 shots from Gomez at 2 range, barring like a movement star, then I can try for like flame sword crits or something. It might be funny, but even then, like I don't think it's like worth it.
That's
I don't know.
fair. That's fair. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to check out some stuff, check out Elet. He's doing some great stuff on his channel. I've also really loved your videos, just slowly building the tier list, as it were, because yeah, not enough people just kind of give deep, honest thoughts about just kind of however they feel about a game. I did a little bit similar when I finished Vistaria Saga. I talked about that, and oh boy, that game's weird.
Yeah.
I played it until chapter 9, took a break, which ended up being for over a year, and then came back, and I'm just like, you know what, I probably should finish this, and then just fell back in love with the game.
Yeah, I want to try the Kaga Saga games like at some point,
I
but
haven't tried
I still
Tearing
have.
or Berwick, but
Yeah, Berwick looks weird. Isn't that the one with like the hexagon tiles?
I don't
Is that
know.
right?
I've not actually seen anything of it, but I don't know.
Okay.
You can ask Rengor about that. He won't shut up about him in
Yeah.
Jonalabo FE's Discord.
Yeah, but I've seen like a little bit of TRS just from watching Mecha. I didn't watch past like the second episode because I want to play it myself
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
But
Um, Yeah, there's that, and then there's, all the different ROM hacks and whatnot if you want different people's take on Fire Emblem. Which some of them I've heard are pretty good, but the only ones I've ever played are uh, The Last Promise, which is a classic, um, for good and bad reasons. Void's Blitzar Adventure, which is just a fun celebration of Fire Emblem tropes. And whatever the one was that Gast was really a fan of that has the Swordmaster Jagan. I forget what it's called. And I did play what was available a couple years ago of FE7X, and I have some thoughts about that, but this is not the time or place to get into that.
Yeah. What's FE7X?
So FE7X is the fan-made
prequel
to Fire Emblem 7. So you play as Uther going around, okay, as well as like one or two other side characters that they make important. I don't like it as an Alib game because they just kind of, outside of Uther and some of the legends of like, the Scouring and whatnot, but they have like a distant prequel that talks about that, whatever. They kind of throw all of Alib's lore and world building and the way characters talk and act out the window, and just kind of make it their own thing, like some sort of Game of Thrones-esque type stuff.
Okay.
It's a decent game, but a bad fan game, if that makes sense.
No, that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really played any ROM hacks.
That's fair.
That I know. I mean, like, if you count reverse recruitment, I guess, but like
that's more of a modification than like a custom story ROM hack.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
definitely not as in depth.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I think that's probably where I'm at as well. I'm not super keen on a lot of these crazy ROM hacks. It's like I'll check them out; they might be fun, but I have enough regular Fire Emblem to play still on the channel.
Yeah, I have several games that I haven't even played yet. Mostly like the old ones, like FE1 through 3. But I also have to replay like
Fire
the
Emblem
3DS entries and stuff, so
Fire Emblem 3 is great. You're probably going to enjoy that if you enjoy like Fire Emblem 6 and whatnot. Fire Emblem 1 and 2, it depends on how well you put up with old console jank.
Yeah. I definitely see that with mostly FE1. I haven't really seen a lot of footage of Gaiden, like original Gaiden.
I love Gaiden. I did a playthrough of my channel of Gaiden just before Echoes came out. It's so old, it only has like 20 views on it, back before anyone knew who I was. But it was still just like not that anyone knows who I am anyway, but like, it's so old.
I got you.
It's fun. I really enjoy it, but it is definitely old console jank.
Yeah.
So, but it's like, if you liked anything that's like feels brokenly overpowered about Echoes, outside of like weapon arts, which didn't exist, Gaiden takes that to the extreme. The speed ring, for instance, you equip it, it gives any unit max speed, so 40 speed and +5 move.
Oh my god.
The magic ring gives any of your black magic spells +5 range.
What? Okay.
Yeah. The mirror shield just gives you 90% of void against all magic.
All right. Jeez.
Yeah, the game is just like, okay, it's a slog at the beginning. It just kind of is, grind, slower, weaker units. Chapter 2, once you get, the treasures from under like Nui Baba's abode are when you really start getting your taste of, these overpowered things. Speed ring, magic ring, mirror shield. And then Falconites just have like, whatever the maximum game's calculated damage is, I think 40 against all monsters. No matter what weapon they're using, so just give them like a javelin or something and watch them go to town. I randomly got the, in my playthrough, super lucky, and a random gargoyle dropped the, Astra Lance, the shooting star lance, which is effectively like a javelin with 15 might. And like really high crit, I think. But yeah, it's like a 0.0027% chance or something stupidly low. It's like I've never seen it before or since.
Yeah. And that's one thing I hear about Gaiden a lot is like there's a lot of broken stuff in it that's
Oh
funny.
yeah, it's
So it's
broken,
like
it's
that makes
funny,
it
it's
worth it.
fun. It makes it at least worth a look compared to Echoes, even though Echoes is by far the definitive edition of that game.
Right. I think I don't know. Like I really want to play like an FE4 remake. I think that's like the last game that really needs a remake, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I was gonna go into the sound room, but I haven't unlocked that because I haven't beaten the game.
Oh, a new save file, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't think about it. You didn't have the XP bands and stuff
No,
like
yeah, I
that.
didn't have XP bands. I didn't have the option to do set growths mode, which is not
Okay.
really set growths mode. It's not.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how that
It,
works.
it it's so weird how it works. It's like you can give units bonus experience in like really small increments to like force certain level ups or something.
Yeah, so like if it's like above a 50% growth and you do 1 XP at a time, you're guaranteed to get it. If it's like a 40 growth, you do 2 XP at a time. It's so stupid.
There's
Like it's
also a
not
weird
worth
thing about Path of
micromanaging.
Radiance that so here's the thing that I've just unlocked this memory about Path of Radiance, and I'm not sure if it's true because it was in like that Nintendo Power Guide. But there was something in the very back, and I forget if it's always on or if it was only on when you have like the bands or the set growths mode. But the enemies that you kill, if it's the last enemy you kill and get the level up off of it, it affects your growths.
Wait, really?
I have no idea if that's true, but I have a vague recollection of like, if you kill a bandit or a pirate, you have a higher chance of getting strength and a lower chance of getting skill or something. I have no idea if that's actually
What?
true. Like I said, this comes from like a Nintendo
Yeah.
Power, like, Prima strategy guide for Fire Emblem, so they could have just been
Yeah.
talking BS, or this could have been like a canceled feature. But I have a very distinct memory of reading that, and of being like, oh, that's really interesting, and then never thinking about it again.
Yeah, that's interesting.
One sec, let me look it up. Path of Radiance growths from enemies.
Yeah, I love watching the old mecha video of like going through the character guide of FE9 because it's like all of them are color coded by gender, but the whole video he's like sitting there thinking like, how is Racing an unpromoted unit? And it's like, I wonder what he promotes into. And it's like it's so bad when he reads it out.
Okay, so it's something with set growth mode. I'm not sure how much I trust this because this is on a GameFAQs forum. They'll grow at a rate based on their growth rates with some small modifiers. The weapon they have equipped will give plus 5% to 2 stats and minus 5% to 2 stats, and the enemy class they fight gives plus 5% to 2 stats and minus 5% to 2 stats. The enemy type makes a little difference unless you deliberately only fight, Myrmidons to get speed, but weapon type can still be abused. But I don't know if weapon type makes a difference with bonus experience. Even if it did, it would be like 1 stat per 20 levels, so not major difference anyway. So yeah,
That's
but
so
that's from
weird.
13 years ago on a GameFAQs forum, so not 100%.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna have to do some more research to figure out if that's legit.
Yeah.
But if
I
that
feel like
is, that's gonna make it into a video of like, the least known fact about Path of Radiance.
yeah, dude, that's actually wild. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see if it's actually true or not, or if it's just a myth. But yeah, I'm gonna do some digging. I may or may not clear this just so I can, have a cleared file.
Yeah.
Something to mess around with in the future. But thanks so much for coming on. Sorry that I had to kill the run while you were here.
Oh, the Lagoose guard, bro. Oh, no.
Rip. You even told me that it was a good idea to bring it, and I was like, no, let's just give it to Stefan instead.
God. All this time we were making fun of Stefan getting crit, like, oh, Stefan's gonna die. No.
Yeah, Stefan was actually totally safe because it was, just have any damage he was going to take. Then it's Ike who's out in the middle of nowhere because I'm an idiot trying to be greedy and activate Resolve for the first time in my life. I've literally never used a Resolve unit outside of like accidentally getting Toronio into Resolve range or something.
Yeah.
And this is why, because I was worried every time I try to get him into Resolve range, they'd just die.
But yeah, I mean, you should just like for the experience,
Mm-hmm.
because like when Ike is in Wrath Resolve against Ashnard, like even Berserk Ashnard, he does 22 times 2 against like 80 health. So if he crits once, which is 50% chance, like on average, he'll just
He
die
just
on enemy
ends.
phase.
He just ends the map right there. Nice.
Yeah, like half the time now when I play FE9, like I'm not a big fan of a lot of the late game maps anymore. So what I'll generally do is like I'll just solo Twisted Tower chapter 28 with Ike, and then the last chapter I will only deploy like Marcia, Ike, and maybe like Marim and Mordecai to smite
Mm-hmm.
them. She'll savior him up to Ashnard and just drop him. And like that'll be it. Like
Yeah, sounds about
ugh.
right. Well, been lovely having you on. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, but you have a good night, and we're gonna have to
Yeah.
talk about when next we can do something together. I think that this went well, and I'd love to either be on your stream or in a video of yours or something sometime in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you having me. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And if anyone's watching this in the future, go and subscribe to Elet. He's a great guy that makes great stuff.
Thanks so much. Subscribe to Mithril Zenith. You're already here, dude.
Yeah,
Just hit
fair
the
enough.
sub button.
Hit the sub
What are you
button,
doing?
please. Don't be part of that 85% that watches but doesn't sub, I don't know how those numbers happen. Like on the shorts feed, I get it, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll show for you, but I never say like sub on my channel. I feel weird about it.
No worries. It took me so long to not feel weird about it, and I still feel weird about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the thing is like I know that there's like some math that supports like if you say it like it happens more often, but I don't know. I feel
It
weird.
technically
I
happens,
feel
but it
weird.
is like just kind of stupid, I think. But then
Yeah.
again, who am I to argue against the people with like 13 million subs making like the exact same content day in day out for whatever years? It got boring 10 years ago, but still, I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna get on that rant too much right
Yeah, yeah,
now.
no, no,
I'll
no.
lose my sanity for it. But yeah, you have a good
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, you too. Thanks again.
Yeah, of course. And you, chat, have a wonderful night as well. Thank you for watching if you still stayed to this end. And yeah, I'm going to be finishing up the FE7 Lords Only run and working on a compilation video for that. Outside of that, though, stay tuned for more Engage content and whatever other Fire Emblem things I want to talk about. Probably also make a deaths montage of this because that was fun. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. This was Zenith signing out.